All right, we're live. What's up, guys? It's Thursday night, Friday morning. We're back for another late night Pokemon card stream. We start very late at night. We're the overnight stream. It's just that camera. We got 2 cinema rolls on the table. How nice is that? So tonight, we're definitely going to be pricing up BGS slabs. Maybe we can get all of them priced. Why not? Let's see. Hot giveaways. Pricing up new BGS slabs. New BGS slabs. We'll say new final Foontasy. And Chainsaw Man First Edition. Oh, yeah. Listen, save. Hey, we got 13 people in here already smashing the like button. I love it. All right, let's see. Okay. We're going live for Thursday night. Ta-da! Okay. I'm liking this music. I like beepy computer music. Did you guys notice that? Anytime music is really beepy and computery. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and delete these. Oh, what's this? Next steps to becoming a tag authorized dealer. Oh, okay. So I have to reapply. They're saying it's open again for application. I don't know. All right, cool. Let's delete this. We got Mr. Victor Carddass has a label for me to print. Okay, print this bad boy. Good. Now we have to actually go find the Kenny slab. Who are you going to be, a tag dealer? What does that mean? I have no clue. I like tag though. Maybe I should apply. Maybe I should tell them, hey, you know, I posted a video for you guys, and it's got a lot of views, and you know, my audience is generally very receptive to tag grading. All right, so we got to find that Kenny card. It's sold. Here's some Adam Pashuas cards. You guys like these? Don't forget about those commission slabs, guys. They're all posted in Discord. All the prices are updated for the month of August. Speaking of the month of August, it's flying, dude. The month of August is going by fast. Do it, mister. I don't really know what they expect. Maybe they expect pretty much all your cards to be graded with tag or something like that. I don't know. But, no, their grading's pretty cool. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Celeste. Mira. Oh, there it is. All right, that's sold. Any new Sableye cards? I noticed Sableye gets a little bit of attention. People seem to like Sableye. He is a Pokemon that you wouldn't think of as a popular Pokemon, but he appears to be popular. All right, so let's get this a fresh sleeve. There it is. All right, we'll have Miss Alexis get the shipping on this. Okay. All right. Any new Sableye cards? We got 23 viewers now. Woo! Man, we got a huge audience. Cool, cool, cool. Actually, we had like 110 peak concurrent in the daytime stream. That wasn't so bad. But the overall views for the daytime stream was only like 500. So not a lot of people joined that. All right, I'm going to text Miss Alexis. Okay. New code on the label. J.T means just this. Okay. Very nice. Okay, and this is fully... I survived 2 days at the Pokemon Center. Yeah? Yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh? All right, so that's going out. That part is done. Let me close this. And now I'll just respond. All right. That's good. Now we have a pre-order for Darwin Morales. Hey, what's up, Darwin? Was it pre-order? Let's take a quick look. He ordered it 24 minutes ago. 11, OP11. OP11, wow, nobody's ordered that in a while. What does that look like? Here it is. OP11. So, by the way, the new thing tonight, guys, we've got Final Fantasy Gunslinger and we got Chainsaw Man. So give these a try. The Gunslinger is real nice. Miss Tammy was opening some of that Gunslinger earlier in the stream. We also have a ton of BGS slabs now, so I'm going to be taking some pictures and pricing up some fresh slabs, okay? Hopefully you guys find some great deals in there. And honestly, I need to spend more time submitting cards to all these grading companies because that needs to be a bigger part of our business. I like card grading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is, 11 of these. Chainsaw Man, yes, that's right, Chainsaw Man. 16 packs per box for Chainsaw Man. All right, here goes Mr. Darwin. Welcome back, Darwin. How are you doing, man? How about this music? So this music is going to be Vaporwave Metroid. Cool sounding, huh? Can you hear it? There it is. Metroid's always been very cool, man. All right. Very nice. Very nice. It would be fun to host some competitions on this channel. I'd love to host some competitions. There you are. Okay. It's Cowie. Cowie? Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? Here's a holo. Pack number 1. Pack number 2 is a holo. OP11, of course, you're looking to pull a manga. Okay. Oh, very nice. Pulling the SR. Whatever this is called, the SEC. There you go. Was able to drop off a submission to PSA for Walk-In Wednesday. Oh, cool, man. That's very neat. Hey, a little SR there. Okay. And there we have it. Darwin Morales. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You guys ready for some slabs to get priced up? Let's go find his bag first. Oops. Wow, that's an abandoned bag. I'm gonna pull this out. So that's from 524, and we're in what, 825 now. This is over a year old. What do you leave? Oh, these stinky girl cards. Who wants some free girl cards? And here's a SpongeBob card. I don't know where that came from. Here, you can have the SpongeBob card. There you go. And we can give these away for fun tonight. You guys want these to be given out for free? I live in LB and want to submit cards there since I've never submitted. There we are. Okay. Tossing this. I'll take them. Mr. Darwin. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Me. There we go. How's it going, Cowie? You know the me joke. I don't recognize you, Cowie. How long have you been around? There you are. Darwin. Let's see. So here's a baggie number 2 and a baggie number 1. Okay, let's pull these back. Pull this Darren Thompson bag up. It's every Wednesday. Yeah? You do your sub online first, print the paper, and walk in the cards ready in Card Savers. Oh, cool. What does this says? So Darwin, you must have had some awesome stuff in your bag because this looks kind of expired-ish to me. Oh, I see, 11/24. You really, I strongly recommend shipping because we're heading toward 11/25 very soon. Okay, so I do recommend shipping at this point. If you need to keep your cards over here, you can renew your bags for $5. I'll write a new time period on your bag. I'll refresh your bag for $5, or you can ship it out. You know, because it's $9 to ship, it seems better to just have it shipped. But some people like to store their cards over here. Additionally, if you're international, just let me know. We'll take care of you, okay? If you're international, we'll update it for free is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and you want some girl cards? You probably don't. I think I need to use my credit. About 3 to 4 months, just watch, but don't really chat. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you're chatting tonight. So let's give out some girl cards tonight. Okay. You got the one with the gigantic hooters. Okay. Very nice. This music sounds kind of like Star Fox. But yeah, it is, that's like Brinstar or whatever. What is that called? Got my drink with me. I'm here for more Gundam. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? I have a Hello Kitty card here called Peta Peta Minilillion or something like that. Okay. It's pretty cute. So with this BGS submission, I submitted a lot of weird things, not just Pokemon. In fact, there weren't that many Pokemon. But there were more Hello Kitty cards. This card will be just $30. It's a pristine 10, freshly graded. Okay. What do we have next? Click. Okay. Click. And click. We have an order from our friend Kip F. He would like to try a box of the Gunslinger. Hey, what's up, Kip? These just arrived, and we sold a couple boxes in the daytime stream. No signature was pulled. Is there a signature in here? I think someone told me there was a signature, right? Like the stream. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Okay, let's see. We just started, guys. This stream is only 12 minutes long so far. We just started. So you're showing up just on time. We started a minute or two early today. The Bart signature, says Kip. Ah, so it is a signature. Okay. Haven't been getting YouTube notifications, but I saw your Discord notification. Some people noticed that the YouTube notification comes in a little bit later. There it is. That kind of makes sense, actually, for YouTube to do it that way, because it wants to, you know, if you ping everyone instantly, the problem with that is what if the stream goes bad? Like, what if the stream goes down and you needlessly ping people? So maybe YouTube gives it a chance to fail first, and then if it doesn't fail, it says, all right, let's go ahead and tell people he's live. All right, let's snip in this. Good. All right. Let's snip of this. So this is the brand new Final Fantasy set. I've purchased an additional case today after they arrived. So we've got 2 cases, and we're getting a 3rd case in the mail. Okay. All right. Okay. Today I took a nice brisk walk. I was sweating it up, guys. And then after I was done, I played little games and cooked dinner. Chicken. So boring. Chicken is incredibly boring. It's like a punishment to eat it. Okay, let's see what you got. So we got Old Snapper. Here's Azima. Sheeran. Okay, Ed Sheeran. Amarant Full Art. Look at that Amarant. That's cool, man. That's super cool. I like that a lot. Okay, here's Vivian. Here's Dine. Hey, look. He's doing the Elon Musk salute. Whoa! Holy mommy. Here's Ash. This isn't Ash Ketchum. How was Elden Ring yesterday? Well, I was playing it today. Elden Ring, Night Rain. And they put out this new boss for people to play. It's strictly, well, not strictly, but it's primarily a multiplayer game. It's a multiplayer cooperative game. And they put out this new super tough boss. And I've ran him a bunch of times and haven't finished him one time. He's really way too difficult. He's super difficult. We are. All right. Oops. Here's Sylvestre. Okay. Gilgamesh. Ooh. Nafika. Okay. Nafika. Phoenix. Vanilla. Cool. Arden. Clav. Here's Cisne. Fina. Here's Jtanashi. Halloon. Got 20 more Gundams. Hell yeah, dude. Find out what's in those Gundams. We are still looking for the top chase pull out of those. All right, tonight we're handing out these bonus girl cards. They're from an abandoned bag. These are from a set printed in China. I don't remember the name of the set. Some girl card set. Amarant and Ash are going to be your pulls tonight. No Barts. We are. Ooh, thumb hurting. Playing that game too much, maybe. That was originally how we started open booster packs with my scissors, because I used to run the TheCardconomist and the Carddass together, and that was really hard on my hands, because opening a bunch of boosters by hands kind of wears your hands out a little bit, but so does hardcore gaming. So my hands were getting tired, and so I said, well, what if I just snip the tops off the packs? And that's where it all started. A lot of people disagreed with the, yeah, you can't open packs that way with scissors. They didn't like it. They thought it was weird. If I was able to set up a payment plan, I'd just buy the rest of the boxes. But I don't know how many boxes you come in a case. I think what you're saying is you would like to be able to slab away a case of Gundam. Is that what you're saying? It's maybe possible to do this in theory. We are. Okay, that's from Mr. Kip. All right. Doing slab away on a sealed case of cards is a little trickier than slabs. Cases do not behave exactly the same as slabs do. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Now, who is after that? We have a Mark J. Valerian order. But before we do that, let's price up another card, shall we? So what do we have here? We've got Boobs McGee. It's Glorious SR. Ooh, this camera looks like it's tilted, man. Is this camera tilted? How's this looking at you guys? Is this looking good? Okay. Yeah, that looks nice. So this is from Azure Lane. It's called Glorious SR. We got a nice pristine on it. Let's find out what this card sells for, okay? I know, do you have Cuckoo Slabs from Hello Kitty? Cuckoo? I'm Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No, I don't know that one. Let's type in Azure Lane, Glorious SR. Okay, here's the exact card. Wow, they want $125 for it as a pristine 10. That's listed by PSA for $125 with 2 watchers. That's too high. I don't know about that. Let me check sold. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to go that high. We're going to have a much, much more attractive price. Our price is going to be better than that. You got to be faster than that. So how does $60 sound? That was PSA had listed it for 125 hours. It's just 60, making us the best priced. We got the better price slab. Oh, now wait a second. We weren't done. Mr. Mark, may I do grading for my Godzilla Charizard based on your recommendation? Yeah, let's take a quick look at that. Oh, that's weird. Where'd I put that M box? Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. I put it in the G spot. Okay, there we go. All right. Look at this Charizard. Very nice. Ooh. let's grab this. So I said 9.5, which means, by the way, what that means, PSA doesn't have a 9.5. Just to be clear, PSA does not have 9.5. So when you receive a 9.5 on your card, what that means is I'm not saying you'll turn into a 10. That one's probably going to end up being a 9, but there's a chance that they say, okay, let this be a 10. That's what that really means. It means that we think it's a 9. All right, Mr. Mark, you could send it to CGC and see what they say. Okay. There we go. I messed up the address if you want, and still have just used the address from the previous sticker you made last night, and you don't have to ship right away. Oh, no problem, man. Okay, so we'll set this over here. We got a pretty good pile of cards to grade piling up. We have a Nicholas Bentz, 20 Gundams. All right, 20 of them. Let's get it. Gundam. Ooh. Welcome, guys. Take a minute and smash that like button for me. How are you guys tonight? It's Thursday night, Friday morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there's 17 of those. All right, we got another box here. So we are 17 deep, which means we need 3 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Lovely. Okay, good. Okay, what's going to be the best pull of tonight? What do you guys think? Who's going to have the best pull of tonight? Okay. Who's going to have it? Snipping this. Snipping this. Okay. Good. You know what I'd like to see open? More of that Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. Because we still haven't pulled English Zekrom, Victini, or Reshiram. Tossing that over there. You want a free girl card? Here you go. You got 1 free girl card. What is this music? Oh, there it goes. If anyone pulls Mookie Betts, I'm going to go wild. Mookie? Ooh. All right. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Oh, this guy with the gun. They've all got guns. Some of them get swords and shields, though. Ooh, evil bot. He looks evil. That's your C+. Okay. All right. Oh, very nice. Wow, these look super cool, man. All right. What is this music? So this is still Metroid music. This is called Turian. I want to turn that down a little bit. Okay. Sometimes the music can be a little bit much. Here is red-haired girl. This guy. Gundam, by the way, has been a big seller. We've sold a lot of it. It's done very well. Okay, here is Shield Gundam. All right. Okay, there's a hollow. Not much going on in the news today, huh, guys? We are. Slow news day. Here's, ooh, this guy. Very cool. He's the cover art. And 1 more hollow. If anyone pulls a Mookie Betts, I'm going to go wild. Oh, I already read that. Oh, oh, right. I was supposed to look into ordering some sports cards, maybe. There are some Sacker cards. Because we're big Sacker fans over here. There we go. All right, nice. Thank you, Mr. Nicholas. Okay, Nicholas with an N. You said you're going to need a fresh bag, right? That's what you said. Just curious, are the Wi-Fi cards on the right free with the purchase? Yep, we're just handing them away. Those are some free girl cards. There's no amount you have to purchase. You can purchase a small amount or a large amount. Doesn't matter. You get a cute little girl card in your bag tonight. Little bonus. Who doesn't like a little bonus? No, Nicholas Bentz. Okay. How about that? Thank you, Nicholas. Everyone waiting on the Trump-Putin summit. Oh, yeah, that's a thing, huh? There we go. Okay, cool. What's this say? This says tier, like Tyranitar. Wonder why they said that. Oh, I remember. We were talking about my top 6 Pokemon. All right, I got a card for you guys. The Little Mermaid Hollow got a 9.5. No! Okay. Cute Little Mermaid, 9.5. Boop. Gotta pick a real high price here. You're not gonna believe it. That is gonna be a $20 slab. Okay. Look at this Gengar. Isn't he nice? He's getting cracked. He's got to be regraded. Come on, we got to regrade this. All right. Get comfy, guys. I'm going to show you my cracking technique. You're not going to believe this technique because I got techniques, baby. We've been cracking slabs like a pro for a long time now. Oh, we should take a picture for the regrade channel, right? Okay, let's go to the regrade channel. Click. Okay, nice little picture there. Sending off to PSA. Yeah, this is going to go to PSA or tag or PSA or tag, but probably PSA. Okay. Oof. That's why you should wear glasses when you do this, guys. Wear protective glasses because you don't want a sharp, triangular, dagger-shaped piece of plastic in your eye. That'd be pretty sad. Don't be like me. I'm not wearing my glasses. My glasses. Ow. Please leave this to the professionals. All right. I'm being a little impatient. I'm being a little rough with it. Okay, that's looking good. Tell me, guys, how much do you like watching slabs get cracked? Is it entertaining enough, or would you say this is pretty boring? Would you be like, nah, I'd rather watch you do something else? You like watching these slabs get cracked? You know what we ought to do? We ought to make a video out of us cracking like a legendary Charizard or something like really expensive. Okay. What pack were the girls from that weren't graded for crudeness? That was like Azura Lane mostly. All right. This is just really breaking apart, isn't it? Oof. All right. Not much left of that. Let's go ahead and grab a screwdriver. We have the tools of the trade. Okay, and there you have it. The goal really is by the time you're ready to lift the plastic, you want the strength of the connection of the top layer to be absolutely destroyed. You don't want it to have any chance of becoming stuck or having a problem. Okay. Good. There's a little lint roller. Throw this bad boy away. So I'm gonna lift this up real fast. So annoying. There it goes. All right. Good. I want to understand, how do they do this portion? I really want to know how they seal that in there. There it goes. Okay, toss this. So we know this graded 9.5 with BGS. And what we want to see is if this grades 10 with PSA. I would much rather have a full PSA 10 on this than sell it for what it's really worth. Now, if it grades into a PSA 9, we're going to be utterly disappointed. We're going to be like, no! Okay. Now it's like it's in a penny sleeve, huh? It's a lot of work to get one card out of a sleeve, huh? Oh. Need to get more penny sleeves. Penny sleeves just ran out. I wish you'd crack them off stream, says CC. There we are. Really? I like doing it live. I think it's kind of fun. Does anyone else here not like seeing it get cracked? Oh, what's this? Still stuck together. Okay. What do you think of what is going on with Kodak? What's Kodak? I don't know what the heck you're talking about. There it is. Okay. Good. Hello, Victini Queen in the house. Oh, hello, Victini Queen in the house. It's the Victini Queen, Queen of Victinis. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Victinis is here. You got a 10.6, the camera company. Oh, Kodak, the camera company. I have not heard about them. What is going on with them? Here's a little Espion break for you guys. Here's a little muck break. A little mukbang break. And a little cutie cloud. How cute. Kind of scary, but you know what you're doing. Okay, there it goes. Nicholas is done. We have Phil Vasquez, 8 packs, Paldea Evolved. I should have $75 store credit, but can send money for the rest if I forgot how much I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you say you should have some of this, huh? So he shouldn't have this. He spent that. Mr. Phil. Did Ivan already spend that? Ivan already spent that. Go. Phil Vasquez. That's a lot of store credit. I'm not seeing it. I'm just checking twice. Nope. I am not seeing a store credit in here. I have another baggie with really, really old store credits in it. I'm going to go look in there. Phil Vasquez. Okay, Mr. Phil. No, it's not showing up in here either. It's not in here either. So I suspect if you had store credit, you have already spent it. There we go. All right. Kodak said there was a substantial doubt they will be able to continue due to their upcoming debt. They have $500 million coming due in about a year. Kodak, the camera company? I mean, not exactly surprised. All right, so Phil, you've got $37 then. What would we like to do with $37? Might be in my bag. It was from a missed shipment. Let's take a quick look. Okay. Might be in my bag. Maybe you jog my memory on that. Jump over here. Was it something we talked about in DM? Welly. Via Discord back in May. Ooh, May's a long time ago. Phil Ardonato. Quentin Williams. Man, it's so hard to reach the P boxes. They're on the furthest point of the table. I'm looking. So you've got a bag, huh? Oh, that's another Adornado bag. He's got 3 then. Cookie Nasty, Pirate Enjoyer, Paul Meave. Tell me a little more about your bag. Is it a really big bag? Is it a potential box? Is it just slabs? Phil, I don't see a bag for you here. I see a couple other guys. Unless there's one more P box, but I don't think there would be because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 different P boxes. I received my bag and someone else's. Okay. You are. So help me understand exactly what happened. You received someone's bag, then you helped me out. You mailed it back. Is that right? Send me a DM on Discord. Maybe I never wrote it down for you. Let me have a sip here. All right, I'm going to set these to the side for the moment. So yeah, guys, when I make a mistake, if a bag ever gets misshipped, you should always reach out and offer to return it because I actually just pay out a reward, okay? So you never have to like keep their cards and hope to make money off their cards. I would just pay for you to return it. Let's see. So okay, so I bet what happens is we talked about it, and I bet I never actually wrote down the money. So I'm just going to assume, let's just say you've spent it right now. Is that right? So you're good. Let's open these bad boys up, Mr. Phil. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you go. Yeah, so Mr. Phil got paid $75 to basically just to return a bag that got misshipped to him. And so it's pretty rare for a misshipment like that to occur, but it can happen. Like, remember, we shipped Steven Gonzalez's stuff to Steve Gonzalez. Steven and Steve. And so that happened recently. And if Steve had reached out or responded to my messages that I sent to him, if he had replied, I'd have just paid him to return it. He'd have gotten a pretty good payout. Would have been worth it. Give this poor man a like. I feel like working for you would be a dream job. It's, yeah, it's kind of like just working with Pokemons all day. It's a little bit of a lonely job, believe it or not. Yeah, it's not like any job you've ever had. It is. It's a real job, though. It's a real job. It pays. It is. It's consistent. It is. Here's Skelly Dirge. All right, very nice. Here's Phalanx. Here's Honchkrow Chien Pao. Okay. There's Chien Pao. Here's Noibat. Here's Dendra. And here is Pincurchin. Very nice. Okay. All right. Very nice. Look at that. Chen Pao and Skeledirge. No bangers. You can donate. What? You just want me to donate? Well, it was worth a shot because, you know, those packs could have been the other way around. It could have had, like, Magikarp in it, right? You could put the Skeledirge into the... you could put both of these cards into the battle deck. You want to put them into the deck? That'd be fun. Because we already have a Skeledirge in there, don't we? Let's see the other Skeledirge. Check that out. Double Skeledirge. Yeah, let's put the Skeledirge in here. That'd be the perfect donation. So Phil Vasquez, we'll write your name on it. That's how it works. Where you write your name down on it so we know where it came from. Okay, Skeledirge going in. Okay. And this Chen Pao as well. I think he's kind of fun. I'll be ordering more after the next card show. Saving for a PSA 10 Stamps Pikachu. Stamps Pikachu. What's a Stamps Pikachu? We are. And that sounds really nice, man. We are. All right. After the next card show, huh? What's the next card show? Where does it take place? Is it Kansas City? There we go. All right. Put this here. All right. We got some more cards in here now. That's cool. Okay. If I want some grade, do I need to pay for shipping separate from the charge of the tag grading? Now, if you want to grade, tag grading is not going to accept Gundam, so you're going to have to choose PSA or BGS. And if I were you, I'd probably just do PSA. I mean, BGS is an interesting thought too, but they're such harsh graders. They really are. And so I would probably PSA them. And then, yes, when they return, you still have to ship for $9. Now, the nice part about that is you can just keep your stuff over here until they come back and ship it all together, one combined shipping. So that'll work. It's in Anaheim. Wait a second, that's not Kansas City. All right, next up we have an order from Kip F. One more box of Gunslinger. You got him in. All right, easiest Bart signature ever right here, guys. Let's get the rest of these open real fast. Hold on. Okay. Unicorn Gundam, then Gundam sharing with the shield. Okay, there we go. All right. How long do you think this U.S.-China trade truce will be extended? Well, I don't know. We are. I wish China. I know people have a lot of fears and a lot of self-hate over the United States. Sometimes people are rooting for China. Sometimes people view China as an existential threat. I wish China would just be cool, man. I wish they'd just be cool. Like when they go and they steal technology, that's not right. That's a crime. When they go and they here it is. When they go and they literally support whoever we're fighting every single time around the world, you know, that screams, hey, we actually are your enemy. And it's like, dang, dude, why don't we just be like, why don't we just coexist and have fun? You know, like you make stuff, we'll make stuff, we'll trade. When they won't sell us TikTok and they sell TikTok in the U.S. market, you know, they collect, the parent company collects money from TikTok, but then we're not allowed to sell YouTube or Instagram or Facebook in China. It's just not right. There's just something really wrong about that. And we just tolerate it. I don't know why we tolerate it so much. But it's like, yeah, Americans are scared to sort of lose out on all the benefits of being a trading partner with China. You know, we don't want our goods to go up in price. We don't feel like having TikTok shut down, but it's not right, man. YouTube should exist in China right now. TikTok's over here. Doesn't make any sense. There we go. The Great Firewall of China. Hello, mister, and my fellow people. You actually just pulled them. Nice. I went to D.C. tonight. I can report. I saw no National Guardmen. Oh, very interesting. Here we are. Okay. All right. Tossing this. How about a girl card? So tonight we're doing free girl cards. We got these girl cards here, and you get a free girl card each order. Okay. Now, what do we got? Lovely. There was a decent amount of police cars. Oh. How bad is Washington, D.C. normally? You know, I don't live there. You'd find this interesting. I've been to Washington, D.C. It's like 3 or 4 times I've been there. I've been there like 3 or 4 times. My family took a whole week-long vacation in Washington, D.C. It wasn't that exciting. It was just okay. Yeah, we took a week-long vacation in D.C. The most exciting part was being in the hotel room. And then I went there like 3 more times when I was a teenager each year for the pro-life march, because, you know, my family was a big Catholic family, and there was a program where the church pays for you to go to Washington, D.C., and it was like, yeah, I'm going to that. It was very cool, actually. It's a nice way to get out of the house. Here we are. All right. When is next vintage break? I want to buy some packs. Well, we have a vintage break right now. Take a quick look, Mr. Hamsu. That's the vintage break right there. Is that what you mean? Or did you mean something else? Northwest and Southwest are considered safer, but there is still homelessness. Yeah, I actually never forgot this, being at Union Station in Washington, D.C., and there was a homeless guy approached me, and he asked me for $1 because he needed to, like, talk to his sister or something like that. I can't remember. and I gave him the money, and then he just turned around and left. And I didn't really understand that he was a homeless man till later. And then, you know, I would go on more trips and I'd be like, oh, these are homeless people. They're all over the place. Here's Jill. Where is the website? Ah, you're asking for a website. We're actually working on a website. However, the way it works currently, there's no website currently. So the way we've been running this stream is you head over to the description of the YouTube live stream. There you can easily make a purchase. You'll find PayPal's. Oh, look at that. You got Freya. That's so cool. So now you've got both of them. So if you head over to the description of the live stream, you're going to find PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, VENMO, crypto. And as you scroll down, you're going to see shipping prices. You're going to see what's for sale. There's a lot. It's a huge menu. But we've been running it this way for 6 years. We've been running it this way with no website. And only recently, my wife she's a software engineer, and she feels like making the website. So recently, she's been working overtime on it. She's working real hard on it, actually. Did you see the Shohei Ohtani lawsuit? Shohei Ohtani, isn't he he's a baseball player, isn't he? Here's lightning. Very cool. Here's Dark Finna, like I'm finna bust. Here we go. Dark Finna. Jogged 18,000 steps. You did not walk 18,000 steps. That's a lot, dude. 10,000's a lot. We are. 18,000. I don't know if I believe you. We are. Maybe you really did. Ooh, Bart's. But not a signature. Look at that, everybody. I have proof. Would you like it? No. Don't give me proof. Yeah, that's a lot. 18,000 is an awful lot. Here is the crystal. I give up on Simon. Did the cheese to beat him LMAO. Simple Simon? I use a Samsung smart watch. Went to DC for a school trip in middle school. It was my first time going to the States from Hawaii. It was cold. It's halloumi. Hello? Okay, here's... Yeah, I like the winter. The winter has such a unique feeling from the summer, you know? Everything changes so dramatically. Lightning, the air becomes like a whole different experience. It is. And you get the wet snow and the freezing roads and you get the Christmas weather. Oh, Christmas becomes the best thing in your life. White Christmas, oh man, it's good. That's one of the things that kind of scares me about moving to a place like Florida where they don't have a cold Christmas is I don't know if I could live without it. It is. The fall and Christmas are actually pretty good. So Christmas is bad when it's too bitterly cold and the weather is too extreme. But when it's just right, when it's chilly cold, you get a nice, you know, weekend snow and just stay in with like the TV on and it's nice and warm inside the house. That's pretty hard to beat. All right, Kip. It's pretty good. It's got to be just right, though. You know, it can't be too extreme. And also, there's a downside to winter. The short days. Not a fan of that. The days get really short, so you don't get as much sunlight. I want a fried bologna sandwich. Ooh. Man, I got to have a drink, man. I've got a coffee here that I've been sipping. Although I'm not supposed to have too much coffee at night. But I got to have a real drink. I'm going to go get a real drink. You guys send in an order, okay? At work, I average 25,000 steps. Now, that I can believe. Because if it's an 8-hour shift and walking is part of the shift, I actually believe you. Let me go get a drink. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Oh, I should have brought another Final Fantasy box in here. I'm so dumb. Oh, did the door open? Ah, the door opened. I knew that was going to happen. All right, here we are. Ta-da! So, got some fresh Gundams. Got some fresh Final Fantasies. Ooh. Okay. Let me toss this over here. And the Chainsaw Man can go over there. And this can go over here. And now we have 1,000,000 cards around us. So nice. And we can put this up here. And we can price up another slab. Oh ho ho! Square cut right on. Let's see. So these are some pretty hard to run into cards. These are square cut cards. In this case, BGS called them altered, I guess, but they're the same square cut cards you run into that people call errors. We are. Oops. I'm guessing BGS decided to start to call them altered because it's nervous that maybe I cut them or something, you know. They don't want to be victim to the same thing that happened to CGC. Okay, there's our Ride-On. Here's our Dodrio. Honda made a co-ride-on motorcycle, and it looks like a pile of hot garbage. What? Okay. All right. So for this one, we'll just write $40 on it to keep it simple, and then we're going to stuff that one straight into the Pokey Shuffle. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have a square cut card in the Pokey Shuffle. Make sure that's more clear. That's 40. Here we are. Boom. All right. Tammy, when are you going to start playing Elden Ring Night Rain? Dodrio. Square cut. I'll drive you nuts. There we are. It's awesome if you like to feel frustrated. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Oh, man, that box is too full. So we don't have a lot of room for new slabs in the shuffle box. I'm having too much fun with Expedition 33. How much is Team Rocket? Hey, what's up, Hamsu? Could you be more specific? Are you asking about Team Rocket Vintage or Team Rocket Modern? Because Vintage Team Rocket, this is called a break. It's $34 per spot, and there's 11 spots. I believe there's like 5 spots left right now. All right, hey, let's get that giveaway started, shall we? Let's see. Let's see. What should the giveaway be? All right, we got a giveaway right here. Oh, wait. We can't start a new one. We've already got 2 ready. I'm being a goof. I just like to start them. They're fun to start. Okay. I'm basing it off of Steam achievements. We are. Ah. Okay. And let's go set it up. So this is a CGC 10 Karuta Pokemon. Did the box giveaway go off? Yes. Yes. All right. Type in TCC for a chance for this bad boy. For this hot rod. We got a Neat Arena, square cut Neat Arena. Okay. Can we get my bag out? And thank you. I want to make sure I saw 3 cards I want to send for grading. Here we are. All right. I think you are referring to basically a bag sort. Here we are. So normally a bag sort will cost like $3 or something, I think. The reason we do this is so that people don't endlessly request that I pull their bag out and start sorting it for them. But you just made a purchase tonight, and I don't think it's too busy tonight. Yeah, what's your bag name again? Can you remind me? We just worked on it. Let's see. me have a sip here. Oh, that's so good. Just pay for the grading, and when he gets to the order, he'll pull them. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's how people generally do it. All right. Okay. Welcome in, Trucker Nick. You went so fast, I couldn't even see. There should be a unicorn Gundam and a shield bashing Gundam. True, I do go a little bit fast. That's true. Let me put this down. So this neat arena shall be 30 bucks. Chance to own some unusual square cut vintage Pokemon cards. PSA won't even grade these. I know that. PSA won't even touch them. For just Venmo'd for Team Rocket. Did it work? My bad if I did it wrong. So let's see. We have Mr. Brady. Oops, I clicked on Garrett. I didn't mean to click that. So Brady, Team Rocket. Okay, Brady. So watch how that works. There it is, Brady. And is it just Brady? Oh, it's Brady with. Brady with. Like that. Okay, so here you go, Brady. There it is. And now we need to go find. I need a place for these. We need to go find the pack split. Here it is, the pack split. So your card goes in with everyone else's, like that, see? And so far we have 5 people in there. Oh, so there's 6 spots left. My bad, I thought there were more people in here for some reason. So there are 6 spots left in the rocket break. So now you're waiting for it to go off, and everybody gets 1 card from the break. See? That's how that works. You can buy another spot if you want 2 cards out of the break. Did you get my Venmo, bro? I sure did. I sure did. First time order, everybody. How cool is that? Let's put them on the giveaway slab. Give them a chance for the giveaway. So here you go, Brady. Okay. For Team Rocket Vintage. That's right. At $34, Team Rocket Vintage break. See? So, Mr. Brady, now you're in with everyone else on the Team Rocket break. Okay, I hope I get something. I usually don't do this. Well, you won't know yet because it hasn't gone off yet. The whole thing has to sell out first. Maybe we can get it to sell out tonight. What do you guys think? You want to help him finish off that Team Rocket break tonight? My name's Brady, official Hamsu. Now, we don't want to forget that Mr. Garrett sent in for 7 Poke Shuffles. Mr. Garrett, good luck. This Poke Shuffle box is loaded with slabs. 1, 2, 3. Garrett, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. So, Brady, we got to sell 6 more of those, and then that break. Whoa, look at that. Okay, good for you, man. 5 live custom snipe coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That now goes back in. That's a big one. Okay, you ready? Mr. Garrett. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, 5. All right. So you are pulling something. Let's see what you pulled. Zapdos 10. Ooh, Zapdos. Brandon says, wait. No reason to send for grading if the cards aren't there and we went too fast for me to see. I like to make sure it's there, it's all. Trucker Nick, I just need to know the bag name. Yeah, let me know what the bag name is. We'll go look it up. All right. One of the things is I don't always have the names memorized. Oh, nice. I remember that. It was a surprisingly pricey Tag 10 Zapdos. Ooh. I did one more. I did 2. Ah, you hear that, guys? The Rocket Vintage Pack Break could go off tonight. Just Garrett, huh? That's dangerous to only have a first name for the order. In case, well, maybe not. Okay, Brady, I'll take care of that right now, Mr. Brady. So this is going to say Brady with. Okay. So this pack split is moving tonight. 2 spots moved forward. Let's take a look. Should be 5 spots remaining, everybody. Yes. Hey, maybe we should help Brady out so he can see what a pack split looks like. He's never been in one. This is his first time. There it is. Be gentle. Okay. Do you guys think the Pikachu and Gengar from Chinese 151 is going to continue to rise in value? It might. Might already be at a top price, though. I mean, it's really expensive, isn't it? Okay, so give me a moment. Let's find out whose order is oldest. Click on this. Okay, it is Michael Ibarra next. 3 packs of the English Poke... Oh, did he say what his name was? Mr. Trucker, just let me know what your name is. I'll go show your bag off, Trucker. Let me know what your name is. I'll go look it up for you, okay, man? But I don't remember what your name is. 1, 2, 3. I bought a spot as well, trying to get this thing going. Hear that, guys? So 4 spots left on the pack split tonight. We might get the pack split done. 1 pack of Dan to Dan. I'll also take a grill card. Heck yeah, dude. Let's get a grill card. There you go. All right, you just get the next one in the front. And the Dan to Dan. I do not know where I last saw Dan to Dan. It's probably buried a little bit. Probably buried. You ever heard somebody say buried when it's supposed to be buried? It's spelled like it should sound like buried, but it's pronounced very clearly buried. Yeah, I'm not seeing it back here. Let me check over here, okay? I'm just farming Simon at this point. Tammy, why are you farming Simon when you could be farming potatoes? Aha, found it. Okay, cool. Woo! Trucker Nick, I assume he's still watching. Trucker Nick, I'm ready to show your bag off. Just let me know the name, okay? You are. Is he still here? Are you still here, Trucker Nick? All right. He was asking about his stuff. I need to know the name of the bag. I can't remember what name was associated with it. There we go. That's the problem. I don't have your YouTube names memorized to your PayPal names. I bought 2 spots for the pack split. Oh, the pack split. 3 spots left, everybody. Oh, it's moving. Pack splits are always fun. Okay, so Michael Ibarra, we're opening up your Pokemon Black packs right now. Oh, Clang. That's the card everyone wants. You did it. You pulled Clang. Congratulations. Do you personally like pho? I always thought pho was pronounced foe. Then I discovered it was pronounced pho. And I was like, no, it's not. You're messing with me. Wow, that's a real crotch shot there. Let's see. Ooh, nice full art. Okay, got a nice full art there. I'll put these in a sleeve together. All right. Trucker Nick left, say he never returned. He didn't say that. All right. We were talking about it earlier, and I told him I just need to know the bag name. And then he said that message a little later, and it sounded like he was maybe a little, like he's like, I want to see my cards, right? But I'd already said I will look it up. I just don't know the bag name. It is. Okay. All right. Very nice. So that's for our friend Michael Ibarra. It's also possible to rewind the stream if you're still here, Trucker Nick. So one trick you can do is you can rewind the stream and rewatch it from there. So that is also possible. So each spot gets 1 card. That's right. That's why it's so cheap. That's why it's so cheap, because you're each buying 1 spot. Okay. So now we got Carlos Chaveras, 6 packs of Gunslinger. Please keep 1 sealed for my sealed collection. 6 packs of Gunslinger. You got it, man. Here it is. It's so nice to see 200 M damage from Mayla. There we go. There we go. Tammy, I don't think there's a character called Mayla in Elden Ring. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it heavy or unweighed? Our booster packs are always unweighed, and we've pulled quite a few heavy ones. And it's basically just a gamble. I'll let you guys do the gamble. I just provide it. Here it is. All right, but we've pulled some pretty remarkable cards out of these. Otherwise, what would be the word? Scary boosters. All right, time to cut the last 2 packs. Nah, psych. You told me to keep one sealed. All right. One sealed, mister. Was that making you sweat? All right. That's the kind of mistake I would make. Honestly, I really would. Here's Bugenhagen. Bugenhagen. Here's a little phoenix. Here's Sid Reigns. Okay. Had to make sure. I hear you, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Titan. Okay. Look, it's the Elon salute. And Ayla? Lightning. There it is. Okay. Tossing this over here. Very nice. Okay. So there you have it, Mr. Carlos. Let's go find your bag. You might want to go deeper in there, Carlos, because I don't think we pulled a full art. Ooh, wouldn't it be silly if the sealed pack was the full art? Freaking sealed packs, dude. Always hiding the good cards. All right, I don't know if Trucker Nick is still watching. I'm going to go back and find out who he is. Whew. Clicking over here. It looks like he might be Nicholas Bentz, Mr. Nicholas. 20 Gundams. So he's a newer guy. Here's his fresh bag, and so I didn't have that connection between his YouTube name and his bag name. So here is the bag, and he wanted to take a look at these. So he pulled this as one of the LRs, and this is the C+. So those are your 2 hits from the box. Is he still watching? If you're still watching, I got your cards right here. What time is it? We're 68 minutes in. All right. And then, let's see. You got your little grill card. Here's a little hollow back here. I think he wanted to see like a shield one. Like here's the shield one. Let's see. I'll timestamp it. Yeah. So there it is. All right. Mr. has a particular set of skills. He'll find you. Will I? What music was that? Oh, man, we're probably listening to some freaking copyrighted music. Dang it. God, that sucks. Let's go ahead and grab another slab. 2 slabs. How about that? Let's grab another 2 slabs. Okay, good. So 2 more of those square cut cards, Lickitung and Primeape. Okay. Good. Here we are. Toss this. Okay. Good. There's that. And here is this. 39. There we go. Sorry, I had to go back on video and make sure I saw the right cards. Yeah, I found out who you were, and I showed off the cards live too, okay? Because I'm not trying to stop you from seeing your own cards. I didn't want to give off the wrong impression. Here, I'll give you a spot in the giveaway too if you want. Yo, Nicholas. I wasn't sure if you went to bed or something. But yeah, I scrolled backwards through all the orders and found you. So we'll give you a little free spot there too, okay? Here we go. Have you ever done anything you regretted while drinking? What, like drinking alcohol? No, because for me, I don't really drink at all. I've probably had less than, I think the most I've ever drank in life, like if you added all of it up completely, probably like 5 or 6 shots of the strong liquor or whatever. And then in terms of wine, maybe like a cup or 2 of wine. And then beers, I drank a lot of beers right around 21, and then I just stopped. So I really barely drank at all. I didn't touch the bottle at all. Okay, we got Mark J. Valerian, and he'd like 2 packs of 151. I'm very lucky that way because some people really enjoy alcohol, and I just don't. And so that's a lucky thing for me because they're always talking about how bad it is for you. There it is. Just doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like my head's messed up. Okay, let's see. Some people really like it. Karis loves alcohol, and she likes that I don't like alcohol because I kind of keep her away from it a little bit. She says if there's one thing she could have been addicted to, she says it would have been alcohol. And because I don't like it and I don't drink it, she doesn't get the urge. Ooh, the English Gengar is actually a nice card. So with the English Gengar, there is no Master Ball version of it. So that's a nice gradable holo. Just got $183 million. Dang, Tammy, you got that much money? Why don't you share, dude? Tammy's so wealthy. Okay. I paid for 2 Gundams to be sent off to PSA. Ooh, sounds good. All right. Very nice. And here's the Gengar. It's pronounced Gengar. Okay. Terrible for throat, liver, cancer. Every time I drink alcohol, I get the urge to smell my keys. Alcohol is definitely a drug that makes you feel good. But for me, it makes me feel dizzy, weak, less smart, which I'm not a fan of that feeling. I don't like that feeling. Kind of makes me uncomfortable, actually. Ooh. Okay, let's take a picture of these cards here. I love pairing in E33. E3's coming back? We're going to have E3 and then E4? Okay, all slabs August. Let's take a picture for all slabs August. I'm going to smell my keys next time I drink in honor of you, Uncle Mike. What? There we go. So we're done with Mr. Mark. We have an order from Tyler McCanch. Team Rocket split. All right, that Team Rocket pack break's going to go off, I bet. I think it might go off. We have a new guy jumped in with 2 spots, and people are wanting to treat him to the feeling of being in a pack split. There goes. That was Tyler McCanch. Now we have David Velez, pack split. Here you go, David Velez. Okay. Good. Okay. 197 millimeters now. Millimeters? Tammy, this is America. We don't use millimeters. Millimeters is for the French. Here's Tyler McCann. She says, I'll take another spot. Thank you, Tyler. All right. So. All right. I've heard the parry window in E3 is 9 to 12 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 9 out of 11. 9 out of 11. Holy. Okay, now we have Nick Bentz. He says, grading the Unicorn Gundam and the Shield Gundam. Okay. Help me out here, because I am not super knowledgeable. Here's the Shield. Now, who is the Unicorn? He said the Unicorn Gundam and the Shield Gundam. Obviously, this guy's got a shield. I imagine you're grading this thing, right? That's what I would grade. Is that the Unicorn? It looks like he's got a V there. That doesn't look like a unicorn. He says, yep. I'll set that there. Okay. Shit. I have not watched a lot of Gundam, but my wife has watched like all of the Gundam. She's some kind of huge fan of it. That's the unicorn. All right, nice. Put this in here. Unicorn Raw goes for 68. Nice. Hopefully some 10s on these then. Okay. All right. You want a free girl card with that? Look, you get a free girl card. This girl who's got flowers and then she's like sweating. Look at this. Yes, you can do something fun with that card, like fold it in half. Now let's get your name on this. Okay. Okay, we're right P down here. P for PSA. Let's talk about the Japanese McDonald's promo. Isn't that fun, the McDonald's promo? It's fun stuff, man. I'm probably going to get a couple of those and put them into the binder break and put them into the custom, the Poke Shuffles. What do you guys think of that? Does that sound nice? La Vitar. Pikachu eating a Big Mac. Yeah, there was a hamburger in the image of the Pikachu. That's kind of fun. Pikachu with a Big Mac. Big Mac Daddy. Trafalgar Law. That's super nice. Okay, let's see. We have an order. Oscar Ascendez. He wants the CGC 9 Pikachu. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal, isn't it? That's a Rainbow Pikachu 9 for only $50. Okay, very good. I remember when that Shining Celebi was 5.2. Yeah, he's there's I think I saw one for sale for 7.9 and I just copied that price. He's a cool card, huh? All right, let's see what we got here. Mister, this time next year, this is going to turn into a Labubu stream once you realize the error of your investments. Well, you know, I once put Digimon on the channel, so... Digimon. The digital Pokemon. They got boobs, and Angel Woman's got butt cheeks. Oh, yeah, look at those stacked up slabs, huh? Those are stacked! All right. So now we have no orders in the queue. No orders in the queue. It's 2:43. Let's talk about the pack split. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 people in here. We need 2 more people. It's $34. We need 2 people for the pack split. 2 people for the pack split, everybody. And then what else is fun that's going on? We've got that binder break, right? So that binder break, problem with the binder break is this thing can't hold it all. We're going to have to get a fatter bag, I think. So the binder break's too fat now. Alakazam 9.5 still there? Alakazam 9.5. I don't even remember that one. Alakazam 9.5. Is it in? Are you talking about from the Discord server? Is it in there? There you go. Hopefully they can work around it so food doesn't get wasted. They stopped the promo for now. Do you think they'll pick it back up? What if they don't? If they don't pick it back up, that's going to be a very funny Pikachu to own. But if they do start offering it again, he's going to drop like a rock in price probably. Because he's just a common... I mean, I don't want to say like a rock, but, you know, he'll go down. Okay. B for binder break. All right. Here's the jumbo pack break. Needs 3 more people in it. The jumbo pack break. Cool. BGS sub, I think. I'll take another spot in the pack split if we get 1 more person to join. We need 1 more person in the pack split, and it goes off. It's $34, everybody. Okay, what do we got here? We've got boobies. Boobies galore. She graded 9.5. What's the jumbo pack break? The jumbo pack break is really fun. It's a big mix of booster packs. $40 to buy into it because it's a break. and your odds are 1 in 4 that you get pulled. So $40, 1 in 4 odds. If you get pulled, you get all these boosters. If you miss, you get a $40 common card. Ooh. So be careful in there. We host a lot of breaks of this nature where you could quickly lose $40. But they're fun because somebody pulls something. And sometimes it's really good. Okay, we got a cheap waifu slab here. Don't show this to Arturo Perez. He might want it. What do we got? What do we got here? We got Mr. Nick. Wait, I already did that one. Hold on, let me hit refresh. It's called the TCC Sampler. Okay, we do have a Lucas Lodge in here, and then a Tyler McCansh. That's it. The Rocket Pack break is done. Lucas Lodge and Tyler McCansh. Okay. So that's it. The pack split finished all of a sudden. If you guys are fans of breaks, we have one that's also pretty close. This one right here needs 2 people in it, and it's over. That's the Charmander break. It's a good Charmander. It's vintage, printed in the year 2000. Top's chrome. It's nice and shiny. Okay, let's get those pack split names in here. I wrote Lucas Launch twice. Oops. Let's toss that away. Just did the booster break as well. Nice. So that means there's 2 spots left in the booster break. Okay, so this is actually another Tyler McCansh card. There it is. Lucas got 1, Tyler McCansh. So here are the names 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, Mr. Brady, I hope you have fun. You're about to see what a pack split's like. We've been hosting pack splits for, I want to say like 4 years it's been. 4 years probably. More gym breaks, mister. Yeah, actually, that's a great point. We don't have any gym breaks going. They all sold out. The gym breaks are all sold out. Gym breaks have been popular because, you know, they're only 2 people long. And, yeah, they just constantly sell out the gym breaks. People like that, want to. Kind of puts an emphasis on having cards graded in the price range of a gym break, doesn't it? This. So for me, it's kind of an incentive to get more of those cards in the $80 range, maybe 80 or less. All right, you guys seen it? Nice, good shuffle. Give me a number to split the deck. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. Like that. There it goes. All right. And now we have it. So let's open up the pack. Somebody's getting an Ekans. Oh, that opened nice and clean. I like that. Could it be hollow? I'll put the empty booster over here. Okay. Set that down. Looking a little fat on the bottom, maybe. Let's see. Brady, you're the first one to pull a card. So since you're getting a card from the back, you're getting an uncommon. So this is one of your cards. You're going to get a total of 2. And you're hoping for Dark Charmeleon, and it's Magikarp's not bad. Magikarp's a popular Pokemon, actually. Okay, so Magikarp going in for you, and I believe we are making you your first bag. So how should we go about this? Here, let's take some of these hollows that got donated. So I got some hollows donated like this earlier tonight from Paldea Evolved. So we'll just put these all into your bag together. How does that sound? Okay, so a uncommon Magikarp pulled. Okay. Now you have your own bag, Mr. Brady. Brady, how long have you been watching? Been watching a while, or did you just run into us recently? There we go. I'm going to keep your bag around because I know you got another card in there. Okay, now, Tyler says he'll need a new bag too. Saradusa, baby. So she's also pulling an uncommon. Okay. Okay, and we've got Boss's Way. Freaking Boss's Way. Okay, let's grab Sarah's baggies. I believe she's got 2 cards in here too. Short 2 days ago. Nice to meet you. Did you happen to run into us in one of those vertical streams? This is a horizontal stream, you'll notice. Ugh. But we hosted those vertical streams. Okay, here's Sarah Dusenberry again. Oh, now this one's looking clean. I like the way this one looks. That looks real clean. Okay. That could maybe be a hollow. It's giving us some signs that it might be a hollow. Oh, man, that looks good, doesn't it? Dark Dragonair. Those uncommon spots are such a strong thing to pull. Why did people go nuts over that McDonald's Pikachu? I don't know. You know, it's just, that's what the economy is like right now. Everyone wants to sell Pokemon cards for a little side cash, for a little side income. Tyler McCanch. So Tyler McCanch pulls the rare spot. Tyler, it feels like a hollow. Do you notice? Look at how the light shines on it. It's not flat, it's round. So, but don't get your hope up too high yet. It might not be a hollow, but we'll find out at the end. Okay, could you guys even imagine trying to host this in vertical? This would be very hard to host in vertical. Rigoberto Gill. All right. So Rigoberto with the stanky manky. Not the stanky manky. All right. Riley. Somewhere over the Pokies, I pull Charizard. You have to be dreaming to pull Charizard because he's so hard to pull. It's Charizard. Beautiful Dragonair. Here's David Velez. David, what do we got for you, David? Nice clean card. Looks real good. Might be a 10. A Voltorb, of course. The cleanest looking card is a Voltorb. Okay. David Moraes. Okay, I'm trying to remember that David Moraes is in the box on the right. So David Velez might be the box on the left. David Velez. This is a super expired bag. Why do I leave it in there? I don't like this music this time. David Moraes has more... Oh, that's David Morales. Not to be confused with David Moraes. Two very similar sounding names. Okay, David Velez, one Voltorb. There it is. Okay. Who doesn't want McDonald's Pokemon? Here's Lucas Lange. Mr. Lucas. Ooh, very nice. Picking up the Charmander. That's the best possible common. Okay, Lucas. Not to be confused with Luke Laurie or Lewis Laura. It is Lucas Lange. There's 3 guys in our stream with 2 L's in the name. Lucas Lange, Luke Laurie, and Lewis Laura. And they're active. Here it is, Tyler McCanch. Tyler, you're looking for Squirtle or Dratini? Or Eevee? Machop. All right. But that's okay. You pulled the rare. We're going to find out what's in that rare. Somebody's getting an Ekans, if you recall. Right, new bag for you. Okay, little Machop. Let me just put him in a top loader because I don't want to put bulk in your bag at the moment. So he'll just have a top loader instead of bulk. All right. There we go. And we do that because, you know, one card by itself in a bag is just too flimsy. That's why the other guy got a whole bunch of free hollows. We're just trying to add something to the bag to make it stronger. We don't want it to be too thin. Okay, there it goes. There are so many Brandons in the stream. They should have done a Snorlax for the McDonald's promo. That would have made it crazier, huh? Here's Ryan Shapiro. Okay, still time for Ryan to pull something. Ryan's going to pull Slowpoke. That's not bad. Ryan Shapiro. It is. He got the 2 Charmander. The Charmander and the Charmeleon last time. Very cool. Oops. And now 2 cards left, I think. Oh, Tyler McCanch. So Tyler McCann shall pull. You ready? A little Abra, cute. Abra's nice. Okay, there's your Abra. And so that means Mr. Brady pulls. Yes, Brady, you're going to pull the Ekans that we saw right in the front. Rocket Ekans. Thank you so much, Brady. What'd you think? That was your first time doing that. Now we get to pick out a new pack. Hopefully we don't pick one that's super unpopular, because it'll stay stuck for a long time if we do. There it goes. We're not quite done. We got one card to flip over. You ready? One card. Oh, I'm on the hunt. Here it is. Oh my God, dude. Holographic Dark Raichu. That's so crazy. We've pulled so many of these Dark Raichus now. I don't know what it is. We pull like 4 or 5 of these. So Tyler, you pull probably one of your coolest cards on stream that you've ever pulled. That's Dark Raichu's Secret Rare from Team Rocket. So cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a very, very cool moment. Wow. Beautiful, man. Makes me jealous. But as I said when we started, you know, with the unweighed packs, they really are unweighed. I just buy product and then I save it for you guys, and then you guys open an unweighed product. And it's a big coin toss, because actually, you know, when you open products, the heavy packs are 3 to 1, meaning that there's 1 heavy pack for every 3 light packs. And so your odds of having, you know, any heavy pack is pretty low. And then we don't source these from sealed boxes. I'm just sourcing this from random guys. And I guess some of them really don't know what's in it. So pretty crazy. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Tyler McCann. I'll put this in the cool kids box, Mr. Tyler. Man, that's sexy. Yeah, he's got a little swirl by his feet. You like that? That's great. All right, let me clip that for Mr. Mike's side. We got a clippable moment. You know, we don't always get a clippable moment out of a stream. Let's see. So you got to take it when you get it. Stream clips. And this shall say Tyler McCann pulls Dark Raichu. This occurs 92 minutes in. All right. Wow. Wow. I just felt a tear run down my leg. Oh my God. I've seen that stupid joke popping up on social media. A white tear. Now for the fun part, we get to pick a new pack out. Hoo-hoo, ho-ho, what shall it be? Maybe we should go straight to doing a Japanese pack so that we can keep it going, you know, because the Japanese pack would hand out another heavy. Yeah, let's do a fossil Japanese pack. Ooh, headache. Ooh, what the hell? A little headache there. How about that right there? Mm. 291 yen. Yeah, they were pretty expensive back in the day. 290 yen, you know. That's some serious money. So before we price this, I have to spend some money. That's how it works. I only spend money, I only offer this break after I spend more money. Okay, I'm gonna try this out. What is this music, dude? It's goofy ass music. Okay, and now let's look this up. Thanks, everyone, and Mister. Always love this channel and the people here. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know this, Tyler McCansh is also very generous. He was one of the biggest donators for the previous month. Maybe you just had, like, good karma or something. You think that's a real thing? I don't know if that's real. I think that's made up. But it's fun to imagine. All right, let's see. It is tricky picking a price on these. It really is. It is so hard to source cards these days, you know. It's not like the good old days. You have to be careful these days because sometimes you find it like a seller in the United States, right? But it's really just a forwarding company for somebody who's not in the United States. And you usually have to read carefully into their listings and stuff to understand kind of who they are. All right. So I have a price. Really? Hold on, let me try that again. Ooh, it's gotten pricier. It's gotten pricier. That's unfortunate. So the fossil packs must be more expensive these days. That's too bad. It's all going up, guys. It's all going to the freaking moon. But so it's going to, we're going to do it. I want to host it. There's some absolutely fantastic cards to pull out of here. In particular, you know, the Gengar sells for well over $1,000 now. In fact, so back in the day, this fossil pack would have been looked at as kind of like one of the junkier booster packs you could open from the vintage era. Not so much today anymore, because over time something happened where the sort of like investable profile for Gengar went way up for some reason. So Gengar got a lot more expensive. And if we look into the cheapest Japanese Gengar, we're looking for it. So first of all, you can see two Japanese Gengars in auction for over $1,000 here, right? But those aren't done. And then the cheapest Japanese Gengar would be this one for $2,500 with 3 watchers. $2,500 now for the Gengar. Same over here. That's being hosted by PSA, and they want $2,500 for that Gengar. So you can see the Japanese fossil pack should be going up in price, because if you just pull that Gengar, you're doing very well. And so this time it's going to be $43 per spot. That's the highest I've ever seen it. And it's just really hard to restock and really expensive. Jungle cards seem very cheap. Yeah, definitely Fossil probably has a premium over Jungle at this point. So the Jungle set has Snorlax in it, but this has got a chance for the Gengar. Now, I'd love to see you guys pull that. I'd also love it to see it grade 10. So if we could pull and grade a 10 Gengar out of here, somebody will have made $2,500 out of a $43 1 in 10 spot booster pack. So those odds really are pretty impressive if it works out. Okay, so that's why we got to do it. It's a good valuation. Like, think about the Victini break we did. Remember the Victini? Victini was also $40 a spot, but it was 1 in 33 or something like that. Remember that? And then it was raw. It wasn't even graded yet. And it did grade 10. Both of the ones we broke graded 10, so I'm really proud of that. So they're going to get their value out of that. But it looks like he sells for about 1.5 graded 10. Now this is going to be 41 in 10, but it's not guaranteed to be a Gengar. but there's a chance for a Gengar. And when you pull him, he also still has to grade. So there's a chance for a 10. See what's going on here? So it's really fascinating the way odds work. But from my perspective, it looks kind of similar to the Victini to me. Because even if you missed the Gengar, you could land on the exclusive Mew, which I bet is close to 1,000 these days. You could land on the Dragonite, which is highly desirable. And then there's like Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. And those are pretty, they're like solid. They're good. Now, on the bad side, you could pull Hypno, Muck, or Magneton. Don't forget that. There's bad Pokemon in here too. All right, so this shall be 43. Oh, that's so funny. It's the reverse of what the Rocket Pack was. That Rocket Pack was a good one, huh? Because the Rocket Pack, it was cheaper than this, and yet it handed out a heavy pack. Now, this is a guaranteed heavy pack, but the Rocket Pack was not guaranteed heavy. Cool stuff, man. So we're moved on to a new vintage pack break, and you know, they sell at a pretty steady pace. Here's Mr. Brady. He says booster break. The jumbo booster break. Here it is, Mr. Brady. Now, Brady, if this doesn't go off tonight, you got to check back to see when it goes off, okay? I tried to go to your website, but it's not live. Yeah, Karis has probably pulled it down off of being live because she's really worked on it. I mean, I've seen it. It's almost like a completely functional website store. And yeah, she works on it a lot. She's just enjoying herself with that. It's kind of cool. She's been helping me a lot lately. Here we are. All right, here we go. I made me realize, it's like, wow, you were right here the whole time. You should have been more involved the whole time. You could have made a big impact. There we go. No website, just Venmo. No website, just Venmo. Yeah, she's making some big edits to it. Ooh, so there's a square cut Firo. Now they're calling it an altered card, but they're also saying it's authentic. I guess they're calling it altered because it's, you know, somebody obviously cut this. I don't think the square cut cards are necessarily cut by the Pokemon company. If you look on the market, there's a whole bunch of square cut cards out there, but I don't think it's ever Pokemon that cuts those. And so I think grading companies are changing their rules on square cut cards. I don't think they like to grade them anymore. But it looks like BGS did grade it. They just called it altered, though. So that's fine with me. I think that's still pretty cool. It's a nice card, $39. Here we are. So let's see what we got going on next. Well, real fast, Mr. Brady just sent in for the jungle. I think you mean the fossil Japanese pack. Here you go, Brady. So he's going to jump into that right away. Okay. I tried to go to your website, but it's not live. Carddass, the original Ripmanship. Well, on YouTube. I don't know if that's what it says. Let's see. Let's grab this. All right. Yeah, she's working on it. That's nice having her help. You know, I got to say, guys, you pick the right person to be in a relationship with, and they can make a very positive impact on your life. Karis and I are like a team, and it really pays off. There you go, Mr. Brady. Okay. Invest in a good partner. Hathim says 5 Korean Rocket. 5 Korean Rocket. You got it, man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's kind of impressing me, man. She's a hard worker. Doesn't complain about being a hard worker. There it is. All right. Let's start sneeping. Mr. Hathim. Sneeping that. Okay. What do we got? A Kildwin. A Tyranitar. This is for our friend Hathim. Okay, Tyranitar. Cold. Cool. And Regirock. Rawr. I like Regirock. He's cool, man. I got to go be responsible. I'll catch you later. Have a great stream and stay classy. Have a nice night. Congratulations on that, right, you man? That'll probably be a clip. There we go. And now we got our new break, the fossil break. How cool is that, everybody? Okay. In relationships, there normally have to be a balance. It seems like you're in the more down-to-earth, honest, and she is a sweet, silent assassin with the smart, rebellious side. Well, you don't know you don't know much about her. You gave a very long description for her, but she's no, she's nerdy. I'm pretty nerdy too. That's about it. We're both nerdy, but we both like to work hard. We both came from very poor families, And so for us, it's like working hard seems to be a result of that, maybe. We really didn't have much growing up. Mark J. Valerian, may I do grading for my Charizard coin if that's possible? Now, that's a very interesting idea, but I do not offer that, and I'm not ready to send out any kind of coin submission right now. So maybe I could do it. Are you willing to wait a very long time? Because I'm not ready to do another coin submission, but I probably could submit a coin. Mister, you always talk about her here. I'll tell you why. Because I've no friends. I've no extended family. I have no aunts, no uncles, no cousins, no nephews. I have no siblings. Right? I haven't seen them in 18 years. I don't see my parents in 18 years. I don't have any coworkers. I don't even have coworkers, guys. Well, Alexis. So, but I see her for like a half second, and then she popped out of here. And what are we going to talk about, anyways? Pokemon cards, I guess. And most of my interactions in my life is just me and her. That's it. So she's the only person I can talk about. All right. I'll wait 1,000 years, just like the song. Okay, so let's grab your bag. All right. Yeah, I've had someone else point that out before, but it's like, man, I don't know what else. I don't know who else to talk about. We have a weird lifestyle, man. Most people have like jobs. Like if I was a firefighter, I'd go out and I'd have a bunch of bro firefighter coworkers. But man, it is not like that. I do not meet new people except through the live chat. And we don't hang around each other. That is the nature of being an internet friend. Okay, there we go. Kind of giving it the 2 fingers there, wasn't I? All right, so we're going to say Mark J. Valerian, CGC. So that'll be part of a new CGC submission. We'll see what happens, okay? Okay. I'd walk 1,000 miles for you. Oh, yeah, is that one song? The Australians. I would walk. All right, here's Vorpix. Here's Crobat. Here's Stexkowski's Ivysaur. Ooh, time to revive the Game Economist Elden Ring stream. Yeah, honestly, I'm really enjoying that game, and I probably ought to be streaming it because then I would benefit from getting another piece of content out there. We are. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Okay. Good. What do you guys think? A little Elden Ring stream? That'd be interesting. Okay. Having coworkers ain't all that, mister. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is when you meet a coworker who's very fun. They're also jerks sometimes, though, right? We are. Now, but when you have no coworkers for 6 years, you go, man, I wouldn't mind a coworker. Here's a them. He says another 5. Korean Rocket. You got it, man. Mr. Them. I've had the stream up in the background and haven't seen my order yet. Been a couple hours. It's for 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghosts. I'm wondering if it was serviced. I do not remember getting an Alex Silva order. So let me look into that. Mr. Alex Silva. Set 5 of those down. Let's log into the PayPals. We're going to log directly into PayPal and go looking for it. Going to bed soon. Thank you so much for everything, says Hamsu. Did you have fun? It's cool, right? So, Mr. Hamsu, we host this stream every single day, all 7 days of the week, except on a rare occasion I take a break, but not very often. And so most Saturdays and Sundays, I'm right here. And for the daytimes, we host daytime streams too. We're just really crazy. So we'll host a daytime stream and a nighttime stream. I got an Xbox. Crobat, one of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, we'll set this here. I got to say this too, guys. You know, those vertical streams are pulling in the viewers. They are. I saw the numbers for the daytime stream for Thursday. Thursday's supposed to be a busy day. And it was only like after the stream was over, it was only like 500 viewers. Whoa, there you go. Look at that, at them. Very nice. All right. Here's Infernape. How do I keep up with those? Hee hee. How am I able to watch polls I get when I go to bed? Yeah, so there's an answer to that, Mr. Hamsu. Let me show you. There's an answer to that question, and it is called, we have a Discord server. which you can find a link to, and you want to come over here to this channel called the Breaks History channel in our Discord server. And so, for example, Tammy will update this page as the breaks goes off, or maybe I update it. Actually, it needs to be up. Oh, no, wait, she got it. English Unlimited Team Rocket Pack Breaks. See, she gave a link to where the break was, even a little timestamp. So this is how you keep track of what's gone off. And so if you want to keep track of that stuff very easily, I recommend joining. And that is the easiest way to look it up constantly. My older brother is going to college tomorrow, and I am going to miss him. Oh, that's cool for him, though. College is a fun time period. You got to go to college, okay? You got to go to college and get a degree in something you like, and then go get a cool job. Those are important steps. They are. What's the clipping situation like with streams on YouTube? The clipping situation. I don't know what you mean by that. All right. So that was for Mr. Hathim, and then we need to go looking for Alex Silva, guys. Mr.'s doctor told him to stop making so much money. What a quack. Yeah, my doctor told me to stop working so much and to actually go outside. Yeah, crazy. Doctor said you need to go outside sometimes. I was like, all right. Here. I actually kind of sat down and thought about it just like this week, basically. I was talking to Karis about this. I was like, how many times do I go out in a year? And I realized I only go outside on the weekends, and not every weekend. And so I go out whatever the number of weeks are per month or per year. Hold on, let me divide it. 365 divided by 7. So there's about 52 weeks in a year, right? And so when the weather's really extreme, either very cold or very hot, I don't go. And Missouri's got plenty of extreme weather. So in a full year, I might go outside like maybe 30 times. I really stay indoors too much. And so, yeah, I'm trying to focus on being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle now. Today, I got a nice treadmill going, and today I did the treadmill for like an hour. So, you know, it felt nice, actually. I had the treadmill going. It's more convenient than, I guess, going outside and walking. All right, let's find this Alex Silva order. Give me a minute here. Okay, we're going to need to go over here. I understand how the fossil works, but how does the 1/4 one work? Hee hee. This is the jumbo pack break. We need 2 more people to join it. And after 2 more people join it, what happens is you will be trying to pull this purple chase card out of these custom booster packs. It'll go secretly into one of the packs, and then they'll get shuffled, and only one person will actually pull this chase card. Now, whoever pulls it, they get 100% of those booster packs. And if you didn't pull it, this is what you'll get. You get a common card. So everyone will pull a common card, but only one person will pull all the booster packs, all these. So that's how a break works. That's kind of like a winner-takes-all kind of break. Does that make sense? It's a winner-takes-all kind of situation. And so they're pretty dangerous. But they're also really rewarding. If you're the one who pulls that card, the chase card, it's very exciting. It's exciting and rewarding, and feels good. Let's see. Mister, he basically called you Bill Dauterive. Did he? That's a cute Hello Kitty. My daughter died if she saw it. Who called me Bill Dauterive? Oops, hold on. Give me a second here. Well, shucks. I don't remember how his voice goes, really. Oh, you're saying the doctor's calling me Bill Dauterive. All right, so, yeah, I need to get out more. I don't have anything to do outside, other than, I guess, roast. Like, what do people actually do? They, like, play fetch with their dog or something? That's crazy stuff. Sorry, Mr. Alex. Okay, so we're looking for Alex Silva. Here it is. Alex Silva, 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghosts from the Past. Let me check around, make sure no other orders were missed. Looks like your order was placed around Carlos and Kip F. So I'm curious why it got missed. Let's get you those Ghosts from the Past. All right. Very nice. We have a lot of this product, by the way. Ask ChatGPT, Frolic, You can walk 18,000 steps. I probably do that when I visit Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City is like a 2-hour drive for me, though, so I don't like to go there all the time. It's so crowded, too, man. That place is crowded as hell. Karis and I went there like 2 weeks ago, and, man, it was just so freaking crowded. It was unbelievable. All right. There we go. Alex Silva. Go out to Mordor and destroy the One Ring with Mr. Frodo and Samwise the Brave. There we go. Yeah, I guess it'd be cool if I lived around a bunch of amusement parks. Maybe I'll move to Orlando. They got a ton of amusement rides, don't they? They got like 7 amusement parks in one little area. And then I can just get like a season pass to every single park and just go walking in the parks every day. All right, so this set is kind of interesting. It's very hard to pull the chase cards, and there's so few of them. So you typically have to go through tons and tons of cold packs. Oh, I opened too many. Alex, why don't you just have the 4th pack for free, okay, man? Go, Alex. And look at that. So that is a cold pack. Thank you, Mr. Alex Silva. Nobody ever complained about the free pack, you know? I see a lot of those police body cams with the people getting kicked out of Orlando. Kicked out? For what? Being too nice? Hey, mister, have you ever thought about gardening? Yeah, we've thought about it. I did gardening as a kid. I'd probably be good at it. We gardened. My family did not do a small amount of gardening. We did a huge amount of gardening. So my dad took half of our backyard and converted it into a real garden. Then he got like manure, he got dead fish, and he got topsoil, and he was showing us how to basically like mineralize the soil. He got this big grinding machine that kicks the dirt up. What do they call that? I don't remember what they call that. But we had a double shed he was stored in there. It's a real powerful thing. So he'd till or something like that, right? So he'd till the earth, and there'd be cow dung going in, and there'd be dead fish going in. And then we'd plant big rows of virtually everything: peppers, cabbage, broccoli, tomatoes, squash, watermelon. We even planted peanuts. We planted habaneros. Basil was nice, actually. You could go up to the basil plant, pick a leaf off, and just eat some basil in the middle of the day. Bunch of onions, just all kinds of stuff. And then we had like, I'm not kidding, we had like 12 fruit trees planted all over the place. Just like every single corner of our front yard and our backyard, there's a fruit tree. And so all year long, we would tend to this stuff, and we would can it and we would freeze it. So, and this was one of the ways that we cut down on the cost of having 11 kids. So if you want to know part of how my parents managed to do that, you know, we got actually pretty good at the gardening. And as a result, you could take your child labor force and make them tend to garden. And so, you know, you would harvest a ton of food from it. So we would have like in our pantry downstairs, this whole shelf of canned tomatoes. Just tons of it. And so we could make our pasta, spaghetti, or vegetable soup, or whatever it is you were going to make, and pull real cans of tomatoes out of the shelf. And so that becomes a big part of your diet at some point. You just eat that all the time. All right, another spot in the pack split, this time for Ryan Shapiro. So this has gone up in price because the Gengar from this set now sells for $2.5 thousand. That's why it costs more. Sorry, I meant Universal. Oh, Universal Studios? It is Ryan Shapiro. Yeah, we did a ton of gardening. I kind of hated it. I like going to the grocery store and just buying big, fresh, cold fruit and vegetables that I didn't have to work for. It is. All right. There's a lot of work that goes into gardening. It's fun too, though. You know, like when you get the initial beginning done, and now you're just in like the watering phase. So the watering phase, we had like a double like hose connector, and we'd have 2 hoses, and they would plug into like an irrigation system basically. And before it plugs into the irrigation system, there was like a jug that was full of like vitamins essentially for the plants. And then what would happen is like once a week, you turn that on, especially if it was really hot and really dry outside. You turn that on, and it would be like a slow sprinkle, and yeah, you'd have a bazillion tomatoes. You know what else you'd have? Yellow jackets. You'd have birds everywhere, caterpillars, butterflies. The butterflies would come in for the, ooh, it says your PSA order has shipped. That's nice. Is that the small one? Okay, I think it's the small one. Here's Miss Jen. Black Bolt ETB. All right, Jen, let's get some Black Bolt. I'll go grab it. Wow, that's a lot. What's the current vegetables fruit for you to plant in your state? Tomatoes do extremely well in Missouri, so we would have like 1 million tomatoes. Give me a second here. Yeah, tomatoes do very well. We did corn one year. I know Missouri, we make a lot of, in Missouri we do a lot of corn, but my dad didn't like it for some reason, and I can't remember why. It was something like it was too greedy of a plant or something like that. I can't remember. Corn was a really greedy plant, and it would like take all the space and nutrients up, and I think it would affect the other plants. So like you couldn't really plant corn next to everything else. There are. All right. Blank corn. Yeah, we had homegrown corn one year. It was cool. Yeah, it was really cool. All right. Good. Right now it's grape season. Oh, we did grapes. We did grapes too, yeah. So we had a grapevine and it never produced good grapes. Yeah, we had, my dad built a grapevine where the canoes were. We had a small backyard. He really just packed that backyard with everything. And yeah, it was a small backyard. It wasn't like a large backyard. It was like a standard suburban home backyard. And he was just this really sort of like, you know, he had a very high energy kind of personality. He was kind of an eccentric type. Okay. And we made our own jelly from the grapes. And they were just these small little grapes. They didn't grow up into big grapes, so they were little ones. But we still picked them and ate them, and they weren't good. They just weren't that good. So there were examples like that. Like we never did blueberries or strawberries. Peaches, though, my God, we got these amazing peaches to grow. I've told this story before. We had this one peach tree where we didn't even like trim it. We didn't trim it or do anything to it. It was like completely untouched. And it would sprout so many gigantic peaches every year. The branches would droop all the way down to the grass. And it was like shocking how good it was. It was just this S-tier level peach tree. It was doing the work of God, basically. And we'd pick like 1,000 peaches off of it, like 12 tons of peaches. And once again, it was a lot of work because picking peaches takes a while. And then you'd just be surrounded by yellow jackets. You couldn't get away from them because they know the peaches are there too. And yeah, it was vicious. But yeah, peaches grow in Missouri for sure. We tried an apple tree. That didn't do too well. The apples didn't get very large, but they were edible. They were just like these little crunchy apples. And they weren't super tasty either, but they were edible. But the peach trees did very well. We also had in the front yard, we had these 3 massive cherry trees, just like the ones that drop the big dark cherries that you eat at the store in the spring. So it was those kind of cherries. And as long as you could beat the birds to them, you could have plenty of cherries. We'd give them away. There was too many of them. 3 big cherry trees and multiple peach trees and an apple tree and a plum tree. And we had these dwarf fruit trees in the front yard too that produced like these miniature peaches that were just okay again. They were like, you know, they were like experimental trees, but I don't know, the peaches were just all right. The yellow jackets liked them. We did not eat the miniature peaches as often. Not when you had so many big juicy peaches from a regular sized peach tree. And the cherries would be frozen and saved for cherry pie during Thanksgiving. But we could make pie virtually all year long. I mean, the whole freezer could fill up with cherries, and then we'd still have more cherries. So we just had to start giving some away. So the mailman and the UPS man knew us really well because they worked with us for his wood business. And we just started giving them whole bags of cherries whenever they wanted some. We would just be like, hey, will you take some cherries? And I'd be like, yeah. So they'd get these giant bags, Ziploc bags full of cherries after we were done picking them. And it was really cool. Ooh, picking up Caracosta and Meloetta. Oh my God, dude. We're opening this from the same case. That's the third Meloetta we've pulled. Caracosta. Ooh. You're opening the right thing, Jennifer. We have not pulled the Victini, the Zekrom, or the Reshiram Chrome cards. We're trying to pull those because we've never had a video clip of them, and they are apparently pretty hard to pull. I could imagine how everything is set up. Did your dad separate vegetables to fruit, or was it random? Well, yeah, so the garden was like this raised dirt, and he brought these giant wooden beams in, and then he had like these giant nails, and he hammered the wood into place so that the garden was kind of like a step higher than the rest of the yard. And it became about half of the yard. So half of the yard was just the garden. It was massive. Like you could walk through it. And it looked really weird because everyone else just had a normal yard. And then the fruit trees would be like kind of like on the edge of the yard often. So they'd be situated all over the place on the edges of the yard. And it was the same in the front yard. In the front yard, you had this big empty space in the middle, bunch of fruit trees right in the middle. That's the cherry trees. And in the summertime, the neighbor kids would come over to hang out with us, and the sun would be out, and we would stand underneath the cherry trees and pick fresh cherries. Sometimes they were still kind of changing colors. Let me think. Cherries, they're not green. They're like yellow. So cherries are like yellow, and they turn red in the sun. And so you could stand there, and some of them would be like halfway ripe, and you could pick them before the birds took them all. My dad was weird. He would like try to shoot the birds that lived nearby to get rid of them. But then he got smart. I don't know why. He's just weird. He just likes to shoot stuff. I swear to God, that's why. But he got smart finally, and he put a big net around the cherry trees. So the new strategy was to put a big net around them just before they were ripened. Then you peel the net off, roll it up, put it away. You bring out the ladders and you start peeling all the cherries off. It's hours of work. But there were so many children, we had time for that. So, you know, we were homeschooled children, and it'd be like, all right, go pick all the cherries. And it'd be like a whole day long thing. But we would pick like these massive bowls of cherries would come in. Wow. So in this case, we're just pulling Caracosta, Miss Jen. You got the Thunderous and the Caracosta. My boy pulled Black Zekrom. Man, I want to pull that Zekrom. Makes me sad when the new set comes out and we don't pull the best card out of the set. It actually makes me sad. I think about it when I go to sleep. I go, we haven't pulled it yet. Okay, so Jen, what did we do last? Oh, we gave you a box. You've got a box, Jen. There we go. Yeah, that's part of how we did it. We did our own gardening. We did our own fruit trees. And it was not a small garden. It was actually quite large. You know, like we would have watermelons and pumpkins because there would be space for those things. And one of the foods that grew really well was zucchini, which I did not like. We actually grew a food type that's kind of a southern, you know, more like humid area kind of food type. It's called okra. We grew okra. Have you guys ever had okra? It's disgusting. Disgusting. I hate it. Hatham Missouri Lane, Volume 2. You got it. Just one pack? Let's see. You got it, man. You guys ever had okra? Who here has never had okra? Here, you can have the bonus card. There we go. Okra is like if green beans could be bigger, hairier, and then slimy. They are slimy. Very, very gross. Never eat them. They're edible, but why would you eat them? And then they have these annoying little seeds inside of them, these little round white seeds, and they like pop when you bite them if you manage to bite them, because you have to chew through all of the you know, whatever it is, the slimy, I don't know what it is. They're horrible. I hate them. They don't even taste good. They're not slimy, and you go, ooh, what a delightful flavor. It's like eating a giant plant-tasting booger. Very gross. We grew eggplants as well. If you didn't know this about me, I hate eggplant. I tend to like most food, and I think it's probably the way my parents would cook the eggplant. They would actually cook it. so that you could eat the eggplant. It wasn't like, oh, we're making a mozzarella eggplant sandwich. It wasn't like that. Covered in balsamic vinegar. No, no, no. This was just eggplant chopped up and tossed into like, you know, like a steam, and then you eat it. And guess what? It's horrifying to eat it that way. It's so gross. It's slimy. It's a terrible flavor. And I guess I don't know, maybe I hate slimy foods. I'm not sure. I hated eggplant. Always hated it. Actually, I didn't like potatoes for a long time. Did you guys know that? That's another odd fact about me. I did not like potatoes. I didn't understand it till later. The reason I didn't like them is because my mom didn't like to season things. She was like, no, no, that's unhealthy. No fried food, no like overly salty food, nothing like that. She's like, yeah, the best way to eat a potato is you just cook it in the microwave, or you bake it, or you boil it, and then you just eat that. There was no cheese. There was no sour cream. You didn't put salt, pepper, and butter on it because butter's not good for you. You don't want to eat a lot of butter. No, it was just an actual baked potato with nothing on it. And I thought they were so gross. I was like, these are terrible. And so as an adult now, though, I've discovered people put things on potatoes. That's why they're so yummy. That's why they're so edible. New gym breaks? Yes, let's talk about a new gym break. How about this dark poopy tar? People might not want the poopy tar, though. Maybe not the dark poopy tar. Let's pick we're pricing up these BGS slabs. No butter, salt, pepper, and Tabasco and a baked potato. Sounds like a nightmare. Try it. Try it. It's disgusting. It's terrible. Try eating a potato with virtually, literally nothing on it. No salt either. No salt on a potato. No salt, no pepper, no butter, no chives, no olives, no cheese, no sour cream. Try it. Just a baked potato. You cooked it in the microwave, and you just take a big bite of it as it is. And then you will cry. You'll be like, I got to eat this? Like, I'd rather have broccoli. Broccoli at least has a sweet, sort of sweet, planty flavor. Potato, what does it even taste like? It just tastes like it belongs under the ground. Okay, so this shall be 20 bucks. A raw potato baked isn't that bad. Well, I mean, it's relatively pretty bad. Like, I would rather eat a steamed broccoli or a steamed carrot or a steamed cauliflower. There's so many vegetables that actually have a really decent flavor profile. And then there's potatoes. And you just try eating dry, plain potatoes. You will cry. One more, ETB. Hell yeah, Jen. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Actually, one of my mom's favorite things to cook, and we planted tons of this. It's called collard greens. Very similar to kale. Very similar to kale. Or, you know, if you've ever seen a broccoli plant, the leaves of a broccoli plant. And so collard greens they're kind of like lettuce. If lettuce was mixed with rubber, lettuce and rubber put together. Yeah, rubber lettuce. Disgusting. She put it in everything, dude. She put it in the macaroni. Destroyed it. You're supposed to enjoy macaroni. She would put collard greens in the macaroni. She'd be like, it's healthy for you. You should eat it. It's healthy. She will put it in the scrambled eggs. God, it was bad. It was so bad. It was almost like she wanted the food to taste bad, because if the food is punishingly bad tasting, it must be healthy. And she probably is right. It probably is healthy. Eventually, we had a system that made the collard greens taste good. And here was the system. Are you ready? So I think we convinced her to stop doing the collard greens directly into the macaroni. Macaroni was an important meal for us because it was a staple meal. Weighed it all the time. It was like $1 a box. You could feed a lot of children when you get them ramen and macaroni because they love it and it's cheap. But macaroni, you could put green beans or broccoli in macaroni. You really should not put kale or collard greens. It's terrible. It's like, you might as well not make it the macaroni. But here was the trick. So we would get a nice little frying pan and we heat it up and we would put in a cup of chicken broth. And then we would wait till the chicken broth is pretty much boiling. And then you would dice the collard greens into nice thin strips, okay? Then you would boil it in the chicken broth, and you had 2 more ingredients here, maybe 3. So it would be garlic, maybe a little bit of balsamic vinegar. That was optional. And then a very important ingredient, lemon juice. So you squeeze a lemon in there. And so that combination of chicken broth, a little bit of lemon juice, and some good garlic would turn it into a whole different experience. And it was pretty edible at that point. So after we got decent at that, that became one of our vegetable dishes, would be the collard greens. Still didn't like it. I still preferred like broccoli, but you know, at least it wasn't going in the macaroni as much anymore. We are. That actually makes sense. Yeah. Sounds like a 1930s orphanage meal. It was. It was definitely an orphanage meal. Look at this Genesect. There we go. All right. Wow, 202M happened. There you are. Tammy's working on electrical converters, and she's talking about wattage and how far the electricity travels before it gets grounded. Here's Braviari. Come on, Jen! Woo! Nothing but heat. Don't even worry about these first couple packs. See these last 3 packs, Jen? Instant hit. Here goes. Here's Muna, Venipede, Landorus. Ooh. And Timber, Adeno. Yeah, my mom was like famous at ruining meals. She would put like broccoli in the scrambled eggs. Hey, that's actually kind of cool. The Volcarona's not bad. I like that Volcarona. So it's kind of similar to the last round. You got 1 AR. Wow. Thanksgiving must have been fun for you guys. So my mom was not a bad chef. She was just a health nut. And then my dad was an extremely good chef. He was kind of fat, kind of like me. I'm kind of fat right now. And he was kind of fat. And he really liked food. He was a very big eater. And so Thanksgiving was fun. And all of the skillful cooking would come out and make some absolutely jaw-dropping meals. It was very, very good. Actually, I never forgot this because occasionally we'd go to a grandparent's home for Thanksgiving and we'd eat their food, and it was so bad compared to ours. So we cooked everything at home. We didn't get to go out to eat. We were too poor for that. And when you cook everything at home, you get really good at cooking, actually. You just get a lot of practice in. And you learn a lot about flavors and how they mix and all this. But again, my mom was a health freak, but that doesn't mean we didn't know how to cook good food. It's just that she was like, if it tastes bad, it must be healthy. You know, that was how I think that's how her brain worked. Like macaroni and cheese, no, that's sinful. Kind of like that, you know. Here we are. Scrambled eggs with bacon, that's probably a sin. You can't be eating that. Here we go, Jen. Question is, what was the best thing your mom made? She was pretty good at, she was pretty good at cooking steaks at one point. And what happened was she was having these heart problems, heart pain, and she went to see a doctor, and he actually told her she was like low on iron or something. And he actually recommended that she begin eating red meats. Because when she was younger, she was basically like a vegetarian. She ate very little meat. And all of a sudden, my life became much better food-wise, because guess what? We went from eating almost no meat to eating lots of meat. We started getting a lot of steak in. She became very good at cooking steaks. Hathim, another Azur Lane. You got it, man. Here it is. And she had a method of cooking them where she cooked them in the oven, not in the skillet with butter. She cooked it in the oven. It's because she used the broiler. And you can get a nice crispy edge on a steak with the broiler. So she had like a seasoning mix too that we made up. I don't remember it all, but obviously salt and pepper. But the trick was there would be like garlic with the soy sauce in it. So it was like a garlic soy sauce thing going on for the steaks. And then they'd be cooked in the broiler, and it was really good. It was really good. We got very good at the timing on it. So it'd come out medium rare. And then this is what we did. We cut them into thin slices so the meat would be cut before we served it. And now this is a very important part. We made our garlic dipping sauce. So it was a part ranch, part cannellini dressing, and then a very large grated scoop of ginger. And then you would mix those all together. It became like a pink sauce. So you'd have this soy saucy steak, right, cooked on the broiler, kind of crispy. And it was medium rare, and you dip it in that ginger sauce, and it was just like shockingly good. It would all disappear. You'd have to fight for it, basically. You'd have to fight for it because there was never enough, obviously. Here it is. So it was very good. She became very good at that. She was good at all kinds of things, though. She was good at roasts. Roasts were very common because you could take a cheap cut of like, like beef, the beef chuck roast. Those would be like, gosh, back in the day, they were probably like $10. Beef's so expensive now. And you would get a really big crock pot, right? So you could fill it up with whole carrots. And then there would be like, we would immediately put a beef gravy in there, like a gravy packet, right? And then there'd just be tons of onion, tons of garlic, and all these. There would be whole peppercorns and mustard seeds and just a whole variety, with the Worcestershire sauce and all these other sauces, right? And then that would cook all day. And here's what was cool about it. The meat was good, but the carrots were the thing that shined the most, because you get these big, juicy carrots, and they soaked up all that meat from the roast. And so you never forgot how crazy the carrots were. And sometimes we would separate the carrots into their own plate. So there'd be a plate of carrots. And the point was actually to get those carrots cooked by the beef. That was the whole point of it. So there'd be like a plate of carrots on occasion if we did it that way. And they would just be sitting there in the sauce. And you would get a cut of the beef. It would all be chopped up. And then you'd go put a carrot on your plate. And you'd just get that with the dinner roll with butter. And it was like, that was actually really good. You'd be like, I'm satisfied. Mr. Them, one more Azure Lane pack. Mr., do you think you can make the same food as your parents, and how's your cooking skills? Yeah, in my family, the kids did a great deal of the cooking. It was a chore to do. And over time, I did a lot of the cooking because I was the best cook in the family. So in my family, the kids often wanted me to do the cooking because I would make it taste better. And they're like, how does he do it? And the answer was, you just put more salt on it. No, but, I'd understand the cooking really well. And so whenever something was being made, they would often ask for me to be the one to cook it. Like, we did these massive 24-pack ramen in a giant, like, pot. We do these giant ramen cooks with cabbage and ramen. It was just cabbage and ramen. And the trick to the cabbage and ramen was to very carefully make sure you don't put too much water into the pot because you dilute the actual flavor packets. The other trick was you stop the cooking of it early so that the noodles are still hard, because by the time everyone gets served, the noodles are then soft. One of the tough parts about having so many children is, it's hard to get everyone served, and there's this big pot, and it just takes a while. So by the time everyone's sitting down, it's cooked for like another 5 minutes, virtually, because it's been sitting in that pot as you stand in line waiting for your turn. And so I would stop the noodles early, and there would be less water, so you'd have a more impactful chicken flavor. The other kids would ruin it. They just didn't know you can't do that. You can't have too much water in the pot. So it was simple stuff like that. I would cheat on the macaroni too. So like macaroni, if I wanted it to taste good, the trick to the macaroni was go steal a cheese packet out of another box of macaroni. And nobody really cared about this because the macaroni back then was so cheap. You could make a box of macaroni disappear and have an extra cheese packet. And so when we made macaroni, we were required to put a vegetable in it most of the time. So it'd be like maybe 8 packs of macaroni and then 4 cans of green beans, right? In a big pot. And, and so if you had like 1 or 2 extra packets of cheese in there, the dilution that the green beans would cause would be made up for by extra cheese packets. A lot of people didn't understand that the green bean acts as a diluter for the flavor. And so mine would just taste better because I understood you had to re-flavor it to account for the green beans. And so, in the end, it was stuff like that, But we made a lot of rice dishes. And so that was probably a bit more on the skill side, because macaroni and ramen, those are easy. But there's like spaghetti, waffles, omelets. We learned all those things. I was really good at cooking cookies as well. I use like half the macaroni and all the cheese. Yeah, exactly. Mister, I just ate a block of sharp cheddar cheese. Hathim says FML. You're looking for that hot one to pop out of the, hot one to pop out of the Azure Lane, huh? Well, guys, we are at 3:50 a.m. in the morning. We still got lots of time left to go. I'm going to keep pricing up slabs if you don't mind. So let's see. Oh, and we should give away some cards now. So Miss Jennifer Yap popped in. She just did a big order. I'm putting you on this list, Jennifer. You're going on directly. Jennifer Yap. Thanks for popping in, Jennifer. It's really nice to see you. Here we are. Appreciate those orders. Let me go ahead and roll this. We've got Shinobi. Okay, number 9, Shinobi. What else do we got? We've got 6 is going on, Miss 6. We've got James Trimble. James. We've got Brandon Trimble. Number 12, Brandon Wong. We've got Da Gimp. Da Gimp. We've got Matt R, which I think is Matt Rodriguez. Matt R. We've got Michael Bethel on 15. Michael Bethel. Okay. And Goo Woobs on 16. Goo Woobs. And then let's do 17 is Bane Abs. Okay, and 18 is Bo. All right, and 19 and 20 go to Alexis. All right, let's see what we got. Landing on 5, Lord Pop-Tart. That is Lord Pop-Tart Sandshrew now. How cool is that, guys? Here, I want to show what it is. That's pretty neat, right? Now that you can see it. That is a Karuta Sandshrew from 1999. Have you ever seen that before? That's neat, right? All right, Lord Pop-Tart. Nightbot can suck it. Okay. So that is done. Guess what? We have another giveaway. Yay! That's a $100 Jigglypoof. Jigglypuff. All right. So this one's even more valuable. Okay, I've reset the people in the giveaway. Be sure to type in TCC to join the giveaway. Now look at this. How hot is that, man? We got to make money on this one because I opened a lot of boxes to get to this card. I opened a lot of boxes of this product to pull this one Darth Vader, and he actually got a nice pristine. So we got to cash in on that, okay? He'll be a nicer Star Wars card. Actually, I'm thinking around 80 bucks for him, but let's find out what he is actually selling for. We want an accurate representation of what he's worth. So let me take a picture. Okay. Oh, look at that. So here it is. PSA 10, $80. We've got the Pristine 10, which is a bit harder to get. But I like that. So 80 bucks. So before he is just going to say $80, we're going to let this operate as a gem break because he's cool enough to be a gem break. Okay. All right, so there he is as a gem break. I know we don't have any more gem breaks available, so now we do. Now we do have a gem break. That is a 41 and 2 gem break. You can buy both spots of the gem break and the card is yours. Oh, wait, another giveaway? I take back what I said. You're an awesome cat. It's too late. It remembers everything you just said. It's pissed. Here is a cinema roll. So we graded up a couple more of these Hello Kitty cards as if I needed any more of them. Yeah, I just got a lot of Hello Kitties. Oh, man, look at that. They got a 9.5. Give me a break, dude. That's got to get regraded. So we got some nice 10s here, but these need to go in that Hello Kitty box. Let's get them in the Hello Kitty box. Nightbot heard what you said, and it does not forgive. It does not forget. Here we are. You're on the Nightbot list now. It knows who to come after you once AI takes over. Here's a cute little 9.5. Pretty cute. Hello Kitty, man. It's a strong brand. That's why I went ahead and graded more, because I'm not scared to have lots of Hello Kitty. Just doesn't scare me. Donald Duck. Poor Mr. Donald Duck. Lots of slabs here, fresh from BGS. BGS Grading, one of the most important grading companies. They have the most valuable slab the black label slab is more valuable than a PSA slab. Even though PSA slabs are more common and perhaps they're more standardized. Oh, it's playing this stinky music again. Man, I'm going to be so demonetized. We ought to do a stream where I play like 90s, retro 90s music. You know what I mean? Would you guys like that one day? I bet this stream is already demonetized. All right. Nothing that scares you, mister. Taxes scare me. They scare me every year, in fact. Oh, so here we go. We've got some black labels right here. These are 2 black labels that returned from BGS. Now, how about this? We got this nice pristine Gyarados. That's pretty difficult to get, isn't it? Okay. So that is a pristine Misty's Gyarados. Give it a moment here, guys. Ugh. New sheet here. How much for the Hello Kitty? I can't remember, but I think we have sold them before for around $400. Like, I think I sold a couple at that price, but that might be too high for you guys. There it is. Let me think. So this particular Hello Kitty card is a more standard card. It's not like super rare, but it's very pretty. Sometimes it's not about the rarity. Sometimes it's just the fact that it's black label. So let's look up black label Hello Kitty. Let's go see some data on Hello Kitty black label. We like to sell based off of data so that we get a realistic price going. Okay, there is no data on this card. Again, I don't really look at it like it's a particularly rare Hello Kitty card. It's not part of a set. It's not a BR. So why don't we make this cool looking card? Why don't we make this one? Oops. Hey, TCC and affiliated. There we go. I want to make it $240. Okay, so it's $240. I think that's super, super realistic. I think if the right Hello Kitty fans saw this card, it will be sold right away. Okay, there we go. And now let's grab this. That whole submission and only 2 cards grabbed black label. So black label continues to just be really difficult to pull. This would make a nice giveaway, wouldn't it? Y'all having a good night? Well, shucks. We sure do. We are. Okay. $180 more than the PSA. There it is. Okay, and this shall say TCC. So this is a giveaway card waiting to be given away. It's cool, right? Now the real question is what to do about this. Did you guys see this? OFR, Freerin. It's a nice moment between her and the blue-haired guy, which I suspect they are having a romance. So that's kind of nice. That was just some random-ass Freerin card that I think I found in someone's bag. So black label Freerin. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Let me check sold. This is an OFR, which is a higher rarity in the set, but it's not a signature. All right, so I honestly do not know what to ask for on this. That's the dweeb she's always trying to remember. Okay. The reason that we grade with BGS is because we're trying for that black label. So I must have looked at this card and said, "You're good enough to go into the BGS submission." Here we go. Okay. I think this is really nice, by the way. That's nice as hell. Really good. How about that? Do you guys like that? I said we were going to price up some BGS slabs tonight. That's cool. All right, let's see this queue real fast. You only send to BGS for Black Label, and still only 2 came out. Wow, that's right. All right, Carlos is in for the Vader break. Yeah, it's a cool one, right? That is cool. It's a legitimately very nice card. Here you go, Carlos. We actually had a couple of those pristine 10 cards go in. I love your card, man. It's a great card. There we go. So we have one person in the break. Good. Okay. Would you say Black Label is worth 4 times the pristine 10? It's worth whatever it sells for. But if you watch auctions, you see outcomes like that, sure. Sometimes you see, sometimes it depends on what card you're talking about too, you know. I got, oh man, holy. Carlos Chavez, 3 gunslinger. Whew. 3 gunslingers. And 2 Azure Lanes. Okay, so there's the 3 gunslingers. And now the 2 Azure Lanes. We got 1 Azure Lane. Do I need another box of this, or do we not have more in the room already? Okay. Let's see. I better go grab this. I'll be back. All right, we are here. Ta. Oop. I'm always making Mr. Get up. Get them legs moving. I did. I went on a treadmill run today. I was on the treadmill. Like a good boy. Tossing this. Okay. There we go. Very nice. All right. Let's get this. Ready. Neat. And we'll snip this. Mr. Carlos. Okay. What do we got? Here's a hollow. Here's this thing. All right, no luck in the Azure Lane this time, Mr. Carlos. Ba-doink. Toss that over there. Okay, ready? You know what was selling in the daytime stream? Frickin' solo leveling. Solo leveling was selling. You know why? Because we got ours so affordable right now. It is. Titus. Yeah, we sold like 2 boxes of it. Here's Kadash. A little Tifa card. All right, very nice. Yeah, solo leveling's cool. What do we got? What do we got? Put the Titus in the front. That's for you. Thank you so much, Carlos. Appreciate the order, man. We get so many nice people in here ordering cards. It's amazing. Very nice. Very nice. Here's your bag. Thanks, mister. No problem, man. All right. Let's get a rotation. Here we have Magnemite, huh? That's cool. Carddass Magnemite. Waiting for the right buyer to come along for that one. This Palkia is nice too. Nice. Let's see. There's our Heartbreak. But also here is, oh yeah, look at that. There's that Disney, Mickey Mouse, and Donald Duck. That's cool, right? Cloud. We got Ghastly and Slowpoke. That's pretty cool. Okay, give me a moment here. Oops, we're going to go to All Slabs August. Take a picture. There it is. All right. Good. Set that over here. And now what? Let's go ahead and take this Cloud down. This Cloud's been rotating for a little while. Take a picture of him for the pricey channel. Ooh. Okay. Set him in here. At what point did you say you didn't like CGC Pristine 10 label? I didn't say I didn't like it. What I feel like the problem for them is the Gem Mint label. It's very weak right now. The Gem Mint label is very weak. Okay. Now we have Philip Adornato, 2 Destined Rivals, and 4 Gundams. You got it. 2 Destined Rivals. And you know what that is? That's an empty box of Destined Rivals. Another box of Destined Rivals gone. It's a great set, man. Great set. Fantastic. I bought a bunch of this product ahead of time to hold for the years. This is one of my favorite sets from the time period. I also like Prismatic, pretty good. Really tough to open, but still really good. Okay, now 4 Gundams. You got it, man. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gundam selling well. It is. It is. I'm going to run out. Really impressive. Means that we're going to keep an eye on Gundam for the future, too. We'll get Gundam Volume 2 next. All right, we'll snip this. We'll snip these. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Don Dozo. Here's Misty's Magikarp. Look at that Misty's Magikarp. Very nice. Look at that Don Dozo and Misty's Magikarp. And here is this girl here. Realizing now I'm talking to that trouble supplier and he didn't respond after dinner. I'm remembering that now. He has not responded. Man, it's so hard to talk to that guy. It is. Got a supplier giving me trouble, man. It's the guy who keeps making all my packages go missing. I pulled a demi pack with Umbreon, Lacey, and Jolteon. Nice. That's not bad at all. Would you do 220 on the black label or that 300 firm? I'm afraid it just got priced. 300 might be too low. My brain was saying, "Are you sure 300?" And so I feel like if it was feeling like it could have gone to 350, that means that 300 is already the lower price. And the reason we do this is so that there's no like sit down and long negotiation. I forgot I'm supposed to be handing these girl cards out. I forgot about this. Here you go, Mr. Phillip. Take some of these. So my gut told me it could sell probably as high as 350, but I said make it 300 and we'll say that we're both happy. Yes. All right. One thing's for sure though, when it comes to black labels, it doesn't feel like a rush to sell them at all. Having them sit there in your inventory, they look absolutely gorgeous on the table. They make the table exciting. And what you really want to do is feel out the market. You don't want to rush to sell them. I would say that's probably true for you too. So if you were selling it later, you probably wouldn't want to rush it either. Okay, let's see. They're more like a higher end item, huh? Did you ever get that issue with the Magic Final Fantasy supplier resolved? I think the package was lost. He refunded me. It was a colossal loss. Yeah, I lost like $1,000. I lost $1,000 in what should have been, you know, really lucky price appreciation. Yeah, so it's like losing $1,000 out of your salary. Pretty frustrating. But stuff like this always goes wrong. There's always something like this each year. There's something that pops up that causes quite a bit of issues. Here we go, guys. There's that Darth Vader. Carlos is just waiting for someone to come in and risk it for the biscuit. These are the two fresh black labels. We have an OFR. It's not as rare as a signature, but still it's considered a hit in the set. It's not the same as like a typical textured card. And I think it's a nice moment. So that's that. And then we have a really standard black label Hello Kitty card for $240. Yeah, they're both nice. Both nice. All right. And let's see. How about this? We got Blue Bikini Girl. So we're getting some girl cards up on the table. How much is it for a packed Full Metal? I can't see. A booster pack of Full Metal Alchemist. Well, that set's not here yet. Full Metal Alchemist isn't here yet. It is. So I don't know if we have a pack price yet. We might not. Okay. Does BGS for fun when they reject your cards? I'm not sure. They probably do. Wow, this card's like $95. I have trouble believing that. Hold on. People, well, on the other hand, it is from Sneaker Bunko. So this card is called Contract Yuki. Okay. 10 Contract Yuki. Okay. Let me check sold. When we actually search the name of it, sold. Definitely did not last sell for that much. Okay. Sold for a more reasonable amount. The cheapest one is $95. We're not going to ask $95 on this. Let's ask a more reasonable amount. Okay. Very nice. And I think we will start this card at, let's say, $59. Okay. Very good. I can't see. Yeah. Who's playing Elden Ring Night Rain with me after the stream's over? I can't beat this boss. He's too tough. The new boss is, like, he's just too strong. Oh. Janice. Some girl in, like, a succubus outfit. I've got no clue, man. No clue. Let's take a picture. Okay. This card is for $90. That's really crazy, but it's called Azure Lane Janice. Okay, so let's try that. 10 Azure Lane Janice. Wow. The signature is for $275. Let me check sold. Oh, man. It's got sales, but only on the signature. But, man, it's so much money. Okay, so the standard one has not sold. This is a standard one, not a signature. It's still holographic and textured, so it's considered an SR in the set. Let's give it a sleeve, and we're going to price it. So the one on eBay is $90, and it's a PSA 10. So technically, the BGS 10 is supposed to be more desirable because it's a pristine, and BGS grade's so harsh. But we're actually going to ask for less than 90. So ours is going to be cheaper than 90. That's because I don't really care about selling this for $90. I'm happy enough if it sells at all. I have to make some money back on these. Like, I'm pretty sure I traded Brandon some real store credit for some of these cards. And so I got to make some actual cash on them. You know that? We are. Still working. Games will have to wait. I'm thinking about setting up my streamer setup by the TV. All right, so Oh, I remember why the streamer setup was in this room. The streaming setup's in this room because you can run an HDMI, not an HDMI, a Ethernet cord directly from the router into the laptop, and so you can stream at 1080p. So this is the better room to stream in. I need a more comfortable seat, though. That's the problem. I don't want to stream unless the seat's actually comfortable. I wonder if I can steal the chair from the basement. I feel like that chair's not that comfortable either. All right. So now we've got Carlos Chaveras. He says 4 Final Fantasy Gunslinger and some grill cards. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I didn't get any tonight. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. My bad, dude. I wasn't trying to hold them back from you. I literally forgot they existed. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some grill cards. We're just handing out these grill cards for free tonight. I'll put Boobies McGee in the front for you. You can get a 1,000-yard Ethernet cable. So I already tried that, and it does not work. When the cord gets too long, it like screws it up or something. That or I had a bad cord, I'm not sure. But yeah, it does not work. Having a very long Ethernet cable causes some sort of internet problem. There we go. Might have been the cord, but it was a brand new cord. It was a high-quality brand new cord. Sonnen. Nice card top sheet. My gaming chain stinks. It's not comfortable for long sessions. Gaming chair, you mean, right? Yeah, I game most comfortably from my couch, and it's a nice couch. Ayami. Larsa. Okay. Oh, you know, the other problem is, if I wanted to play in here on the TV, I would need another console so I can still sit out in the family room with my wife. So there we go. So I need another console. See, what's going on is she and I are playing together. We're playing the game together and having a lot of fun playing. And it requires both of our machines to be there. Maybe the solution is to just do Wi-Fi streaming, but I feel like Wi-Fi streaming will be too low of quality. It is Carlos. We're doing Wi-Fi streaming right now for the cards, but we are okay doing a lower quality stream. If you're actually playing video games, people, they pretty much expect it to be 1080p. It has to be 1080p. It's not really an option. Look at this bad boy, huh? Oh yeah, there's the Korean Ditto. Now that graded 9.5. And I'm tempted to send it back to PSA, okay? So let's look it up real fast. 9.5. Ditto. 173. I'm going to have to regrade it. Is there no BGS 9.5 of this? Really was hoping for a better grade. Okay, there is no version of it. So the PSA version of the card, though, is $280 as a 10. But I feel like just having a 9.5 is not good enough. That's really sad. I wonder what cost it to grade 9.5, what they found. I mean, the card to me looks very clean. Let's go ahead and crack it. I'm going to crack it, guys. Let's crack it up. The Lady Debo's the big TV with the Switch, so I have the Xbox set up on the PC desk. Maybe I should buy a fresh gaming PC and run that in here. Well, I didn't even mean to break that. Too strong, guys. Be careful. I'm the Hulk. Can I just break the whole thing? So the BGS holder breaks really easy. I don't actually think that's a bad thing. That should be a feature of them. I don't like that the tag grading, the tag holder is so hard to break because it splinters off really badly. I don't like that. Because what if you want your card back? They're like, no, you can't have it. It's like, well, it's my card. You know? All right, so Okay. That corner's pulled really hard. Okay. So microplastics. Okay. Makes you virile. Good for you. Real men consume microplastics. Still a strong connection on that, huh? Very interesting. Could do a video showing the durability of all slabs. I could. PSA has the strongest slab holder, but it's not their usual slab. So PSA has this weird flexible plastic slab that I've only ran into one time. I thought it was like a new thing. They had my Ancient Mew in there, and it was pretty much impossible to take the card out of there. I mean, it was the most difficult slab I've ever cracked. So it was like, it wasn't plastic, it was more like rubber. And I wasn't sure if that was going to be how it was from then on. But my latest PSA cards have not been like that, so I don't know. Maybe it was just for that one card. I don't understand why it was like that. But it was like an indestructible holder. Because it was rubber, it didn't want to crack and break. So it would just bend. It wouldn't unseal, it would just bend. And it was like, oh my God, my card is truly trapped in here. Usually the plastic is brittle enough that you can, you know, maybe I think I have 2 of these. Oh, I have 2 of them. I should have cracked both. Oh, wasted my time here. I shouldn't have cleaned up. I cleaned up and I have another one to crack. Silly me. But let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. He came out pretty nice and clean. What do you guys think about HP laptops? Are they good? Am so dead. Ah, headache. Why am I getting a headache, dude? I'm getting a headache. Okay. There you go. Take that nice and slow. I'd say it's better than Apple products. Okay, good. All right. So let's try that again. We sent 2 off to BGS, got some 9.5s, which is pretty devastating. Now we're going to send this off to PSA for potential 10. I'm not going to bother taking a picture this time. All right. So next up, we have an order from Emmanuel Valencia. 10 packs of Symphonia and 40 to slab away. You got it, Mr. Emmanuel? All right. Slab away time. Here it is, Emmanuel Valencia. This goes down to $305. Thank you. And 10 packs of Symphonia. Let's go grab those as well. Here they are. Sent an order. Heck yeah, dude. We're servicing the order right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we go. 10 of those. Nice. Good. Let's start sneeping. Sneep. All right. Ooh. So now we have 2 gym breaks up on the table. for those of you who like the gym breaks. Oh, what the hell? I kind of moved this one out of the way. It is 2 gym breaks. We got this nice Darth Vader gym break, and we have this over here. We've got this nice Gyarados break. Cool. Let's see what we got. Here's Raikou. A cold one. A cold one. Cold. Cold. Aha! It's Willy or something. That's not the card I would want. All right, cold. Here's INTL. All right. This Gazernius and Gardevoir. I have a MacBook and I never use it. UI sucks. You have a MacBook that you don't use. That's funny. Well, probably because you're used to using a PC, right? Just a standard PC. I ran into a similar problem, actually. Did you get my last order? It was for another ZELLE pack. I believe I did. I opened it right away. So I think I opened like a total of 3 packs for you, right? That's for Mr. Emmanuel. You might have blinked, unless you ordered a 4th one. Why is this guy back here? This is an expired bag, Tony DeVoy, in the e-box. I probably put it there in the front to put it into the abandoned bags pile. Did you need a new bag, Mr. Emmanuel? Let's see. Elijah. What are these? Oh, some nice slabs here. Got this nice guy. Don't forget the booster pack break is up to 4 out of 14. Oh. I prefer Windows all day. Ah, here you are, Mr. Emmanuel. Found you. 4 in total. Oh, I'm not sure if I opened 4. Interesting. Maybe your orders all look kind of similar to each other, so I thought I'd already done it. There we go. So you said it was for another 1 pack of Azurlane? Where's Azurlane? Here it is. Very nice, Mr. Thim. Okay. So I either missed it, and this is owed to you, or I already serviced it, and you're getting a free one tonight. But it might be that I'm servicing it. Okay. Here's cute little girl. And look, you've got tentacle rubbing this girl's titties girl. What? That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right, and you know it ain't right. Okay. Popping this up here. And that goes into the Thim bag, which is right here. Very good. Thank you so much. Kind of a quiet and slower night, huh, guys? What do you think? Do you feel like tonight was a little bit slower? Are you guys tempted at all to try out vertical, by the way? So some people were really, they were really strong about saying, oh, I don't like vertical, but I feel like we were getting some pretty strong views on those verticals, you know. We've never tried a vertical late night stream. Have you thought about that? Maybe a vertical late night stream, see how it turns out. Thanks, mister. No problem, man. All right, so it felt busy all night. Oh, this stream did? Well, we still have an hour to go, and we're kind of out of orders. I would say it's been kind of slow, actually. Here's Steven Gonzalez, 1 pack of Gundam and 1 Azurlane. You got it? 1 pack of Azurlane, 1 pack of Gundam. This is for Steven Gonzalez. I don't like vertical, but if it gets more people in here, I'm for it. There it is. I'm tempted to try it. We haven't tried it. So we've tried it on days like Tuesday for the daytime stream. What would it really be like if we did it on like a Friday night, you know? Which is supposed to be like our busiest time period. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, there we go. Mr. Steven with an ST. Let's go grab your bag. Ugh. Very nice. We met that new guy, remember? The Trevor guy? We met that new guy during that vertical stream, and he dropped $750 instantly, like right away. And so that kind of stood out to me about that day. I like the idea of being able to capture a wider audience. Someone will always complain about change regardless of what it is, says Lord Chain. Yeah, I mean, look at us. So we are supposed to have another hour to go, and it's a Thursday night, Friday morning, and we're at like 50 views. I mean, yeah, our view count's been not impressive. Recently, I'd say we've been struggling to get over 100 even. I think part of that is because we haven't been posting the same viral hits in our shorts, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Maybe it suggests it's a very competitive field to host a rip and ship, but also you know, those vertical streams were performing so well. It's like you've got this opportunity in front of you. It seems like we ought to take it. Is Little Mermaid. Price Booby Bride Slab, so I can buy it. The pricey Booby Bride. Give me a second. Where is she? This one? Let's see. There's a Misty Psyduck. That didn't get a 10. That's disappointing. Here she is. Okay. All right. Very good. We've got the Blushing Bride card. What? So what's good about this card? What do you like about it? Ready? I don't like this song. I like this eBay option to just take a picture of the card. But this time it didn't yield anything. So let's go ahead and type in the name. So we're going to type in... Oh, it's a Sneaker Bunko card. So Sneaker Bunko. Eternal Oath. Eternal Oath. Eternal Oats. And there is an exact card of this for sale on eBay. So it is for $80. That's the exact price. And then there's a PSA one for $100. So the in this case, the BGS version is cheaper. And let me look over here. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's last sold price, not too bad. I mean, if you're looking, so one sold in auction for like 60, BGS 10, and then another one sold in auction for like 90. It is. All right. Interestingly, the CGC Pristine 10 did not perform well at all. So look at this. That's Pristine 10 from CGC, and it got 28. But when you're looking at PSA and BGS, the numbers are much higher. Man, I don't know what to think of CGC right now. Especially with tag grading kind of eating their lunch a little bit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of CGC grading at the moment? You think it's kind of in a weird place? Oh, this is a 9.5. I wasn't even looking. Oh my God, it's a 9.5. I like her personality. Okay, there we go. Let's grab, where's my card? Aha. You got it, man. Got some personality coming your way. Okay, she's not going to be very expensive. She's just going to be $26. Why? Because she didn't grab the 10. You got to grab the 10. That's the rule. Here's a Togepi Gold poker card. Togepi's cute. Sometimes Togepi sells really easily. Poker, Togepi. So this card's screaming for a reprice. Wow. So according to this, the cheapest one's now $137. This price went up. What's this, dust? Dust in the wind? Dust in the wind. CGC for comics is king. For cards, not so much. I love their CGC Pristine Slabs. I like them too, actually. I think that their Pristine Slabs are nice. Okay, cheapest one, $135. You can buy that with me and not pay any taxes on it when you check out. Because I pay the taxes. There it is. Okay. Good. Okay, so now we need to come over here and hit refresh. Mr. Carlos is here. He says, I'll take the Bride Slab. All yours, man. Okay. I think PSA is starting magazine type grading this year. I was wondering if I should send them to CGC. Ooh, good question. Yeah, PSA's got their own cool magazine, don't they? I just received one in the mail. Should I grade it? Should I grade my PSA magazines? Okay, here's the Winnie the Pooh card. Check that out, guys. Graded pristine 10. Very nice. That card, this Darth Vader, and the Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck card, those will all sell. Guarantee you, because I've sold them all before. And that is because people really like Disney. So this has been priced back on $5.25. It's almost $9.25. This is Ruby Manectric. Ruby Manectric. Oops. There you go. There's no equivalence for this one. Let's give them a nice clean sleeve. I think they look so crappy when they're in ugly sleeves, you know. So this is a non-holographic Manectric from Ruby Sapphire, graded 10. Hard to pull those vintage 10s, you know. Did you take Merlin 2 Series 2 packs off the menu? I did. They're off the menu. I'd rather just hold them and let them get old. Because I suspect those are exceptionally rare. So I didn't know what to think about them. Okay. Manectric's a cool pull. I strongly suggest against StockX Know Your Towel. StockX. StockX. Is that that one website where you can buy like cards? Can we send my rejected Siggy back to BGS in the next submission instead of PSA? I think we just got a really bad grader because of the specific card. I would not be willing to do that because I don't want them to just reject it again, and I don't know if I'm being charged for it. I guess if I was not being charged for it, I would not care as much. Maybe you could research that a little bit. But yeah, I don't want to. If they charged me for it anyways, I'm sending it to PSA for you free of charge. They might not have charged. PSA is a real jerk sometimes around pricing and all that stuff. So I just kind of expect to be manhandled. There it is. So that's my thoughts on it. My thoughts kind of are based on whether or not they will actually charge me for having done this. There it is. No joke, they cannot be trusted. They are known for authenticating items that are not legit. StockX. Isn't StockX originally kind of like a sneaker channel, like a sneaker website? And then, you know, they started selling pretty much anything. Okay, we have a nice 10 going into the live customs. Tossing that over there. Hey, what's up, Kason? How are you tonight? Okay, let's see. Good. There we go. You guys got any video ideas for me? What kind of video would you like me to post onto the Shorts channel, huh? Anything that you'd love to see? I always take feedback on that kind of stuff. Here's Carlos Chaveras, a box of Korean Nikke, and 5 gunslingers. You got it, man. All right. I'd say all collectibles, but they're known for sneakers. I thought StockX was shutting down after taking hits from multiple fake Nike sales. Really? We are. Box of Korean Nikke. That will be right here. I've used StockX once. I used it a long time ago when I needed to buy an item that was really expensive, and they just simply theirs was cheaper. And what it was the Classic Collection Japanese. That's what it was. Classic Collection Japanese. So I actually used their website one time for that. For whatever reason, theirs was just cheaper. That's how I sourced it. I said, all right, well, StockX it is. And they arrived and they were real. I was like, all right. But I don't prefer to use StockX. Something about it just feels so like unnatural. Here's Joshua, full art. Nice, man. One whole box in a minute. You like the one whole box in a minute series? Why is that so fun to watch? Is it just because I'm going so fast? Or is it because you actually see what's in the box? It is. All right. Zodiac Seva. Yuffie. You got a nice Cloud Hollow. Look at that Cloud Hollow. Wow, Cloud really looks kind of like a Karen, doesn't he? There he is. I've noticed this. All right. He's looking like a Karen. Very nice. Okay. Tossing this over here. It's speed, pack snipping, and the set you're showing off. Yeah, those videos always pull in a decent number of views, and sometimes they go a little viral too. I noticed they tend to go the most viral when people are most upset over how bad of a job I did opening it. That's why I want to check if they refunded or not. I appreciate the PSA grade, but I'll keep it raw and probably try grading it myself in the future. I just don't like PSA slabs for Weiss. You don't like PSA slabs for Weiss. Okay, that's fair enough. You could research whether or not, maybe you could look it up on the internet real quick, if what BGS's policy is for cards that get rejected. I mean, technically, I could do this too. I would have to sit down, look at the receipt, see what it should have been, and see if I got charged. It's a little tricky, though, because also they upcharged anyways for all the... they upcharged for any card that got a subgrade. It's annoying. We are. Cloud the Gangsta. Okay. There we go. Oops. All right. Mr. Carlos. Box of Korean Nikke. You ready? Time to pull Naga. No, wait a second. It's Julio who wants Naga. Time to not pull Naga. This is Naga, isn't it? I can't remember what she looks like. I looked into it a bit, and it said they didn't refund it if it was rejected for being tampered with or altered, but I couldn't find anything on if it's rejected for crude content. Oh, weird. Okay. I'm assuming they don't. Well, it makes sense for them. It makes sense for them not to refund you if you send them an altered card, because they actually had to do a lot of work to determine it was fake. But, you know, it doesn't take them a lot of work to determine that they just don't like that it's too nude. So I think it's still possible they could have refunded. I'm not sure. It is. Since you're putting Merlin 2 in storage for a while, that's the perfect one to show off. Yeah, the Merlin 2s. You are. Merlin 2s and Merlin 3s. Oh, pulling Behemoth. There we go. This is the average female body, as you can see. Average female build. There are. An absolutely disappearingly small waist, followed by gigantic breasts. There are. And then they're smiling, but they're also kind of evil. Typical girl personalities. There are. She can step on me. Oh my God. She can step on me. All right. Okay. All right. That's a W build, mister. Nah, there's no way those are natural. Okay. I wonder if women's breasts will get larger over time from, like, selective mating choices, right? I wonder if stuff like that will occur. Here we have... Ho-ho! Purple Girl. She's the cover of the booster box. Very nice. Natty or not, they're still great. I think when I was younger, it bothered me if girls had fake boobs more. Now I'm older, and I actually don't care as much. It's like, whatever. All right. I think it's because my brain identifies it sort of differently. Before, I sort of thought of it as sort of like, it was a turnoff in the sense that it was sort of like, oh, you're all fake, you're plastic, and da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm older, and I think of it almost like, oh, you're really into having a body that's ready to go have sex, basically. You're, like, into sex. It's like your hobby or something, you know, like looking hot enough. And there's something cool about that, I guess. Like, it's sort of like, it's still a fake thing, but it's sort of like, how do I say? It's like you're a very sexual creature, so sexual that you want your boobs to be huge, you know? Here's Carlos. And I think as I get older, I appreciate that more. When I was younger, I would have been like, oh my. I would have gotten the vapors before. I would have been like, huh. So inappropriate. Fake boobs are firm and just nice to look at. Natural is best. We are. All right. Very good. Jeff Bezos' wife isn't natural. He doesn't mind. What do you guys think of that? She's not natural at all. She's a lot of plastic surgery. And I find this very interesting because he could have dated a whole lot of girls. Daddy Bezos, he's all fit now. Did you see that? He's all fit. He's all fit. He could have dated a lot of girls. He chose her. Really makes you think. Right. Here's Valplume. Okay, here is Pita Pita Mina Lillian. Here's Gengar. Here's Suicune. And here is Uncle Walt. Okay, so you think that if we just send it back out to BGS, they'll give it a actual grade this time? I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't seem a lot worse than the other cards we've sent in. I mean, yeah, you can kind of like see a bit of her body part there, but it's not like, she's not naked, you know? That's too lewd for BGS, guys. They rejected it. I don't know. Do you really think they would reject it twice or accept it the second time? Do you think they make a decision on that every single time? Or do you think they add it to a database of cards they don't grade? Think about it. If you really don't want me to send it to PSA, I'll remove the P, okay? Hathim says 2021 NFL pack. 2021 NFL. Okay. This. Jeff's wife's got $50,000 boobs, mister. No plastic. What do you mean $50,000 boobs, no plastic? What does that mean? There we go. It's definitely in a database. Is it hard to ask them? There we go. Jeff Bezos' wife probably feels perfect. Probably real meat tissue in them. Real meat. There we go. What are we talking about? This is a boys' night now. We're talking about boobs. Okay, very good. Okay, Hathim. Da-da. One Panini pack. Please remove it from the PSA list. Okay, so this is Martin Ramirez. Okay. I'll go ahead and put this in a quick top loader. You got to fit it directly into that top loader just right. Can't be off by even a little bit. All right, there we go. So, Mr. Martin, it's really weird they rejected it. I don't know. I don't know. It sucks ass. I'm used to it. I'm used to it because they do this kind of stuff all the time. There's always something going wrong with grading, you know? Grading occurs and then it's like you get what you get. You know, you don't get to have what you want. There's always something wrong. You get whatever they give you. And it sucks. It's just like a whole box of abandoned cards. Why are there so many abandoned cards, dude? People open up cards and then they just say, you can have them. Now, is it the case, Mr. Martin, that you don't have a bag? Matt, Megan, Matt, Mark, Maurice, Matthew, Marisa. I want a taco salad. The Magic the Gathering Avatar Collector set is $950. I don't know. That sounds like a lot. Just for Avatar? Nah, that's too much. Avatar's not that famous. It's not relevant anymore, is it? I mean, they made the Netflix special, right? Which is cool and all, but it's not new story writing. It's just a remake, live remake. Why'd I just write them down on that? It's because his name's on the computer. This is Martin Ramirez. Here you go, Martin. I'm going to need a new bag because I just shipped. Oh, Martin. So sorry, Martin. Martin, you better let me try and look into the billing on this. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I hate doing paperwork. So let's head over to BGS. All right. Let's go to my orders. And it says the total due was blah, blah, blah. This was the May order, wasn't it? So it's probably this one right here. Is this right? No, it was not this order. My bad. It was it this one? I mean, this one suggests it was July. Oh, yeah, it was this one. Okay. And I see the invoice. I think they charged me for it. Service unavailable. There must be some way to look up actual order stuff. They don't make it easy. So with PayPal or with PSA, it's easy because they kind of make it so that every little change they make, they kind of explain it to you. Thing is, I actually know they upcharged for this order. They actually made me pay even more money. I think they charged me for it, dude. It just says service unavailable for 2 cards. But actually, it was more than 2 cards that didn't get graded. Man, I don't like that at all. I will try to hunt down, there should be like an invoice paper somewhere, but the problem is I might have already crinkled it up and thrown it away. So I guess I can try looking for that to see if they made any adjustments on that paper. But here's the thing. When you order BGS grading, you pay up front. So they would have had to have refunded me for the ones that didn't grade. If they refunded me. All right, you ready? Hathim? Okay, Jack Youngblood. Here's Joe Mixon. And here's Kenny Nwangwu and Darnell Mooney. I wish I had the issue of my card not being graded instead of being held with BGS since February. Yeah, so that order is right now with BGS, and it just says active. It doesn't say there's anything wrong with the order, and they haven't, like, emailed me, so I don't know. February is a long wait. I wonder if I should just email them at this point, because they got the May order done. Yeah, maybe I should email them. You know, they've done, like, 2 other orders. How do I contact them quickly? was... Card grading. General inquiry. Let's see. All right. So I've gone ahead and sent them an email. Just wanted to check in on it, make sure there's not something significantly wrong with the order that would make them finish the May order and the April order first. They actually did it completely out of order. They did April and May was completed, but it's taken them a very long time to do the February order. But let's see. Yeah, something is up since 2 later submissions came back already. Well, here's the thing. I've actually had that happen with PSA before. So I guess it's not like something that's shocking the pants off me that it happened. But I've never had it happen with BGS before. And also when it happened with PSA, it was kind of a special time period. It was during the PSA bottleneck where wait times became a year long. Actually, they became longer than a year long. So, it was a special time period for PSA. But, Beckett, they haven't, emailed me the order. When you look it up, it doesn't say it's a problem order or anything like that. So, I don't understand. I don't get it. Email them. They have misplaced one of my submissions before. I had to email them every day for a week to get any progress. Yeah, weird. It's legit stealing at that point. Oh, yeah, when they grade it and then they just say, well, this one's too sexy. If I can find the paperwork, because here's what happens when you open it up from the box, they give you an invoice, and I would check to see if there's been an adjustment, like if they reduced it. But they would have had to send me a refund, I think, or maybe they automatically removed the refund from the upcharge because they charged me more money for that submission. Because apparently I hadn't sent enough money. Well, what happens with the submission is they say, hey, some of these got subgrades, and so now you have to pay for the subgrades. And a bunch of them actually got subgrades. So I choose no subgrades to get it cheaper. And then they say, well, if you get the subgrades, we got to upcharge you. And so they upcharged me a decent amount, which means they handed out a whole bunch of these slabs got the subgrades, which is true. If you actually poke through them, a whole bunch of them got the subgrades. Like, look, here's one right here. That one didn't. That one didn't. That one did. See? That one didn't. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to find out. Anyways, guys, it is 5 a.m. in the morning. We've been live for 213 minutes. I think that's short of... How long is that, actually? 213 divided by 60? That's longer than 3 hours, isn't it? That's about 3.5 hours. So I guess we've completed about 3.5 hours. And look at that. Lord Chain knows. Let's go ahead and hand out a spot or two for this Jigglypuff, shall we? All right, let's see. We got Phil Adornato going on. Let's put Martin Ramirez on, because I feel like he kind of got shafted by BGS. Here you go, Martin. Hey, if you want me to send it to PSA, I'm still open-minded to that, okay? It'll save you some money to do it that way. I think you ought to let me do that. I know you grade strictly with BGS, but what if you send it in and you pay for grading and they just reject it a second time and they charge you for it? That's no good. So consider that. The reason I hesitated to do that is because I was actually scared that's exactly what was going to happen. And I'm totally willing to send it into PSA for you. I'm offering that. Here we go. All right. But I think I already lost the cost of grading it one time. Okay, so we got it up to 5. This is a nice $100 slab. It's really good, actually. Oh, I remember. This one was getting worked real slow, wasn't it? Ah, okay. Well, you guys are lucky because we just handed out a bunch of spots the fast way. You guys are lucky. Thanks for being here in the nighttime stream for Thursday night. We're going to be back on for the Friday daytime stream, and I think we're going to do vertical again, guys. The vertical streams are overperforming, and they make the horizontal stream seem slow in comparison. They really do. We're meeting all these new people. We're getting new customers, new wallets, and that sounds silly when I say that, but it matters because you want, what do you want? You want your break to last for 6 years, or do you want your break to finish tonight? Do you want more cards to get open, more entertainment? Well, do you want, there's more generosity too, you know, so it's always better to expand the group is the bottom line. And yeah, we had a gentleman come in today. His name was Brady, and he bought 2 spots in that rocket pack split and got that moving. And then bada bing, bada boom, we pulled this big, beautiful Raichu, holographic Raichu came out of there. Amazing. So, you know, we want to see a lot more of that. That's good stuff. I like helping you guys with your collection. That's kind of the way I see it. My job is to sort of facilitate breaks like that and help you guys out where I can help you. And yeah, so we're going to be back on for Friday, and I think we're going to try that vertical stream. Zelle order, let's take a quick look at that Zelle order. Give me a minute. Let me hit refresh. It actually wasn't in the queue. Ah, Mr. Victor, what the hell? Victor sent a really big order. So he wants to execute the Dodrio, finish slab away, and shipping. Okay, you got it. So those are those square cut cards, and I really didn't ask much for them. So Dodrio, by the way, here are some other ones. Did you catch this, Victor? These are pretty reasonably priced, and I was wondering if there would be some interest in those. We are? All right. Maybe you can sell them at a local card show or something. Here's a Firo. Oh, the fire red leaf green Dodrio. And so the other one you want is PSA 10 Execute, the Surging Sparks eggs. Oh. You know, it's weird. Those sounded like jungle cards. And so I thought to myself, that must be the square cut cards. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Okay, so then we need to hunt down these other cards. Could I ask you a question about the Dodrio? What channel was that Dodrio in? All Slabs? I bet it was in All Slabs. My gut tells me it's an All Slabs kind of card. I bet it was in All Slabs. Let's go hunting for it real fast, shall we? Okay, that's a big order, man. Look at that, guys. Ah, yeah, not bad. Look, I did the little up arrow on it. Okay. Pop 26 from Fire Red Leaf Green. Mr. Victor. Good. And now these Surging Sparks Execute. That is a actual, that's not mine. That's got to be Anthony Kalura's, I believe, right? So Anthony Kalura. Let's go find this. The eggs have sold. The eggs of destiny. Were the eggs in the commission channel or in the All Slabs channel? Let's see. Looking for some eggs. Scrambled, please. Aha, probably these eggs. How you like them eggs? I could go for scrambled. Okay. All right. Food. So, in order to stop somebody from double buying the Execute, let me go remove them. Egg time. I'm egging. I thought those were square cut jungle cards. It's crazy. I have to find them in the channel now so I can remove them. Be easy if I could just do a control find, but we don't list them by their names. Weird, I must have missed it. Hold on, let me look again. Let's see. By the way, one trick for helping me find this really fast, just mention what day they're from in the listing page. See. So weird, I don't see them. Am I going crazy? Were they even listed? I don't even see them, dude. Where'd you find them? You must have found them in the All Slabs channel as well. Is that it? All Slabs. Oh, really? So it was also in the All Slabs. That's fascinating. Because that is a consignment slab. So you would think it's in the consignment channel. So here's the Dodrio. Let me mark this as sold. I'm really not surprised the Dodrio sold. You know, it's those reverse hollow stamp cards. They just kind of always sell, don't they? Nowadays, especially. Now that they've sort of proven themselves, you know. All right, I never found the eggs. So that's good. And then you finished your slab away. Let's take a quick look at that. Now, with this shipment, tell me about this shipment. It's not for your, you're not having me return your consignment slabs, are you? Okay. You might be in the V's, huh? Leave the consignment. Okay, sounds good. Weird. Did you say you so you said you were finishing your finished slab away and shipping. Weird. I'm not seeing you in the slab away. So in the A's, we got Aaron, Alex, Alicia, Alan, Andrew, Archer. Oh, there it is. There it is. Flareon Booster, Brandon Warder. Oh, cool. He's going to be paid out on that right away. Good for him. All right. He's going to like that. All right. So it took us a minute, but we got it all together. Oh, ow. I got a killer headache right now. I don't know what's going on. I got a killer headache. Okay. Brandon Warder needs to be paid out for $470. There needs to be like a receipt. Yeah, there needs to be like a receipt channel. Brandon Warder, 8/25. That's the date. And then let's get a price tag. Give me a second. $343. Store credit. Okay, there it is, Brandon Warder. So that helps me understand that it's a more recent store credit card, because that's a lot of money. That's important that we don't screw that up. And now Anthony Kalura's getting paid out too. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I did. So it's for the execute. Okay, so he's going to get... He's in a good place too. He's got a lot of money. Okay. And here's the bag. Wow, the commission sales are kind of an interesting thing. They've done well over time, I think. Okay. And then let's get a card for Alexis. Because she's going to say, she is actually going to see the name like this. I'm going to make sure she's not confused at all on it. Wouldn't confuse me, but Alexis would probably be like, huh? All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, let's get that label. Also, let's remove this from Slab Away. Good. And now, let's see how well this prints. Haha. And I don't think we need that much weight, do we? Nope. All right, children, we're almost at the end. What do you think, guys? Do we have a nice stream or what? Okay, let's hit print. We are currently verifying that we have up-to-date rates. Oh my god, dude. Condigment? What's condignement? There we are. Stamps has encountered an error processing your request. Wow! This is the jankiest shipping software in the world. It works, but it's like the software's not so great. It doesn't want to print. Ah, there goes it working. You gotta like click around and then it starts to work. There it goes. All right. Whew. Good. You know what? Let's not put this label in a bag with these other two slabs because we don't want her to feel like that's the only part of the shipment. We want her to go hunting for all of it. Okay, good. Wow, thanks for the big order right at the end, man. Really appreciate it. I just stopped using stamps and started using ShipStation. I've also heard of Pirate Ship. Hathim says one more NFL pack. Here you go, Mr. Hathim. We cannot close the stream down without giving Hathim one more NFL pack. And that reminds me, I was told to buy FIFA packs, huh? What do you guys think? FIFA? All right. Do you have any more first edition PSA slabs? Those are pretty rare to come by, but might have something somewhere. I mean, we've got some really, really expensive ones on the table right there. But I don't know if you're looking to buy one of those. Hey, there's a Patrick Mahomes popping out. Here's a Vince Young. I only know Patrick Mahomes because he's in Missouri and I'm in Missouri. Pretty impressive, right? He's not even born in Missouri. He's born in Texas, dude. I don't understand sports. If he was born and bred in Missouri, I'd be like, he's a Missouri native. But he's not. He's from Texas. He's a Texan. Born in Texas. There we go. I don't understand how to cheer for the guy that's not from here, but he throws the ball for here. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird idea. All right. And the coach, too, the coach that everybody loves, he's not from Missouri either. Graded pack like a fossil. You know, I don't do the graded packs for sale very often, but I bet if I ever went through all of them, I bet I could find something to get rid of. But I don't know why I would. They just do so well. Now, that other pack, that was Brandon Warder's pack. He wanted to sell it. Now, I don't know if I want to sell mine. You know, here's the problem when you deal with me is I'm more like buying more stuff, you know. I'm not in the process of getting rid of my stuff. Someday I'll get rid of my stuff. But, you know, us millennials, we got another 30, 40 years to go buy everything and be total jerks to everybody. So, but let me see. What did I buy last? I bought some McDonald's. I bought some McDonald's cards. Oh, I ran into a fire red poker deck for like $800. So I bought that immediately. Fire red poker deck. Very lucky. Very, very rare. Those are super rare. I got a whole bunch of slabs coming from a couple days ago, maybe about a week ago. Spent thousands on them. And they're a card you don't normally think about. So you guys will not know what it is for a little while because I'm going to watch those. Happy Friday. Like and sub to see more rare breaks. I do feel like some of the breaks have been a little slow. Did you guys notice that? Do you think it's my choice in breaks, or do you think it's more like, you know, maybe people have lost a lot of money on breaks and they're like, I'm taking a break from those. I'm taking a break from the breaks. The breaks can be pretty rough, huh? Like we ran those Victini breaks. Remember that? We ran 3 of those. 90 spots. Out of 90 spots, 3 people walked away with Victini. That was it. I mean, that's pretty severe, right? So, all right, guys. Well, I think we are here. It's 5:14. That's officially the wrap-up time. We really are at the end of the stream. We're pretty close to 4 hours, aren't we? Is it 4 hours? What's 240 divided by 60? Isn't that 40? We're at 230. That's 3.8. Yeah, we're pretty close to 4 hours. We had a nice stream. Mister, I sent a last order. Well, I can't deny Hathim his last order, everybody. I bought some yellow stadium decks for 50 and 80. They were beat up, but I got a PSA 10 sided and Pikachu out of it. Oh, well, that basically pays for the whole thing. That's crazy, man. There's probably going to be more of those used decks that are in like decent condition. But I kind of scavenge about for sealed ones. And it's a big bet that I'm placing on those poker cards, holding all those. But I really like them. They're truly vintage. I feel like similar to Carddass, similar to Top Sun, similar to Tops, similar to this Karuta stuff and all these other card sets. It's like this weird vintage niche category. And I feel lucky to sort of be inside of that category, gobbling a lot of it up for a while before, you know, anyone else kind of catches on to it. Although it's been a while now, it's been like a year or two. But everyone doesn't have the same confidence with the set that I do. So they're not buying as much. And, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie. The poker set has been like a cash cow for me for a while. Poker cards have been crazy good for me. You know, I'll get a deck of like, there's 56 cards in the deck, right? And typically there's about 10 gradable cards. They're all gradable, but 10 of them will just sell like that. They'll sell. And it'll be like ×5 of the original price. The poker decks have just done very well. They've done very well, and I'm still sitting on a little pile of them. Not the biggest pile, but it's a good-sized pile, and I don't think there's a lot of other people sitting on it, so I don't think there's a ton of product left. They're so rare to come by these days. They're not like the past where you could run into them pretty easily. But yeah, the poker cards, they sell really consistently as long as it's a good Pokemon. If it's a crappy Pokemon, they're very hard to move. People do not care for junky cards from that set. They just want the good ones. But like, for example, we have a Scissor. I think he's for sale for like $275. Well, if he was cheaper, if he was like $150, he would sell in a heartbeat. But, you know, I'm just basing his price off the price I see on the internet. That's it. But, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. And I've sold a couple of those Scissors for around that price already. It's a pretty good setup, man. So I love them. Karuta has done okay. Some of the Karuta cards sold right away. The good ones did. Vileplume does not sell at all. Actually, it's very similar to the poker cards. So people don't want to F around with like the undesirable Pokemon from these niche sets. But if you got like Lugia, Charizard, Umbreon, Gengar, if you got the top types of Pokemon, yeah, they actually do mess around with it. They do want it. Like, for example, here's this Carddass Gengar. We're doing a mega break on him. It's got that nice, really iconic sprite in the back. It looks so cool. And I love what's going on here, too. It's so weird. Have you guys really zoomed in on this? Check this out. Isn't that weird? That's pretty strange, right? Like, look at that poor kid. So, I mean, it's just this really weird Japanese card. $3,300, the cheapest price online. Now, look at the mega sub list. Just 2 spots left. So, if you want to talk about breaks that are moving, this is a 10-spot break. $40, a chance for a chance. I mean, people want the Gengar. They would like a shot at this guy. He's got 8 cards to run through. He's got to run through 8 sub lists. This is going to take a while. And but yeah, he's moving a little faster than the Mew started when we did the Expedition Mew. Now the Expedition Mew was a CGC 10. This is a true PSA 10. Really nice, and you can get that label upgraded on that card. PSA will do that. They'll re-encapsulate it for you, so they can re-encapsulate that Gengar and get them all nice looking. Who the F are these people in the hit spot of NFL? Mister, I sent the last order. Like Bellsprout. Yeah, Bellsprout Karuta, you basically have to give it away. But if it was Lugia Karuta, that's going to sell. And it's going to be a pretty significant flip, too. Here's a really crazy flip that occurred. It was absolutely insane flip. It's already happened. Where did it go? I don't know where it is anymore. It's over here somewhere. The Tora Karutas. Oh, here it is. These guys. The Tora Karutas, they're from the Koro magazine. These were really wild, actually. I think I bought my first round of these for almost nothing. Let me look it up. I think you guys find some of this information interesting. I pay attention to weird stuff. I really do. You can't ignore it. You ignore it at your own peril. So the very first round of the Tora Karutas Well, you can see I purchased a full round of it right here for 1,500. These are clean sheets. Now, but this right here, this is these guys. See these little cut up ones? Right here, I bought it last year, in fact, for $230. Got the whole thing graded, and it's like the very first card that we sold from the Toro Karutas paid for the whole thing. The whole thing was paid off in one card. We sold the Charizard for $700 from the Toro Karuta set. He was a break. I think it was around $700 for the Charizard. And so there's still some left over, like the Voltorb and the Jinx. Yeah, they're going to be harder to sell. I could sell these for like 40 bucks if I wanted to, and that's all profit at this point. The grading's paid for, the cards are paid for, and now there's a very good reason for that. The reason for that is because when I tell people, hey, this is a Koro magazine weird card set, people go, cha-ching, I want it. You know, so it's a lucky thing, and I think actually Mr. Adam Pashuas might have been the one to introduce me to these. I don't remember. He mentioned the Karuta cards, which I had seen before, but I never really cared for. But I decided to go ahead and just give it a try. And I had never seen these before, though. I think he recommended them. Now, the Karutas today, the Koro Karutas today, they're very expensive today. And we're sitting on, I think, 3 rounds of the fresh sheets. Maybe when PSA starts magazine grading, I will send them full sheets of it. It had a crazy-looking scientist in the background. I bought a Porygon off you when you first got them for like 100. Sold it a week later for 300. Nice, dude. That's really good. I hope you keep doing that too, Mr. Aovic. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of the stream. It's 5:21. I had a great time with you guys. A little bit of a slow stream, not just in terms of orders, although orders were pretty good sometimes. For example, Jen came in. She was really generous. Kip F came in. He was really generous. He opened a couple boxes. And there were some larger orders here and there. What stood out to me is the viewers were quite low. We have a low viewership at the moment, which is kind of interesting. I think it's time to start making some moves to bring viewership up. And so, yeah, we'll have to analyze that and think about it. We'll have to brainstorm it a little bit. But yeah, I noticed the view count has dwindled somewhat. Again, it's very competitive field hosting a Pokemon, rip and ship live stream. Very competitive. I'm really curious about these vertical streams. I think we should host more of them. I really do, because you're just looking at the data. Just the data shows that the views are so different when we go vertical. They're so much better. It's kind of shocking. I'm going to show you guys this real fast. So we might do a vertical stream for the daytime stream on Friday. But look at these real fast. Look at these numbers. So this was the last vertical stream, 1.7 thousand views. 2-hour stream. That's a pretty short stream, by the way. 2 hours, 1.7 thousand. That's not bad. That's good. Those are good numbers. Look at the nighttime stream from the same day. 781 views for 3 hours. And 3 hours means we shut down early because we ran out of orders. And then the daytime stream for today, this was a BGS return thumbnail. So in theory, that should net a lot of views. 580. So that's another daytime stream. 580. That's really low. And tonight was kind of low too. I could sense it. I could feel it. We might as well do another vertical stream because, I mean, if it's really pulling in this many views, I feel like we're missing out if we don't do it. A lot more likes on the vertical. Now you keep ruining daytime. I know, Mr. NHCC. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating that the answer is right in front of me to run vertical, but that so many people who are loyal fans really don't like it. So I want to please both of you guys. I want to make you happy, but I also want to make YouTube happy because YouTube's telling me what to do next. YouTube's got it right in front of me. It's saying go vertical. And so I want to make everyone happy. It's a challenge. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off. I got to go use the little girl's room anyways. I'll see you for the Friday daytime stream. See you later, everybody. You think the retention is there for the vertical. Dude, there was that guy. So during the last vertical stream, he spent $750, brand new guy, $750 in one stream. That's huge. And I don't know if that was just like a blue moon kind of situation, but if it wasn't, if there's just like this pool of people who flip through these channels wanting to spend money, it's not a good idea to ignore that because someone else will fill that void. So we'll have to see. All right, I'm hopping off. I swear I'm hopping off. All right, see you later, guys.